There's so many. There's so much. Like, yeah, you can make them with certain. There's a lot of software that can help with that. I mean, to be like a really good one, you probably need some nice people who can do good art and stuff like that. But
a lot of really good ones made their own stuff.
Yeah, that's also true.
Or are part of companies.
It can be expensive, but it's not necessarily innately expensive. Alright, gang. Well, here we are with Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony.
Yeah, just look on Fiverr.
Yeah.
I am 75% done with this block of cheese.
Dante's been eating cheese.
Thank you, Dante.
He just bought
75% done with cheese, just like we are 75. No, we're like, I don't know. I don't know how.
I'd say we're probably about 75% of the way through the game.
Probably more than that, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Chapter 5 is 75% through the game. How much
well,
do you think is
I
left?
think chapter 6
if you count
is really
like
long.
Love Hotel, if you count Love Hotel and the other games like within this one, I guess. Sure.
I wasn't.
We're absolutely
but
doing
I still
Love
think.
Hotel.
I don't know. We're probably like more like 80%, I'd say. All right. Anyway, so last time.
I think Love Hotel is that long.
Last time we were in the chapter 5 trial. Some things happened. Maki.
I believe it was Maki said.
Dante, how are you in the
kill
Twitch stream?
everyone,
You're in the car.
In order to kill
What?
Kokichi too, and she's
Oh, wait,
lying
what?
because I think she's really.
Don't say nothing.
Because she knows Kaito did it. And I'm guessing that's what's going to play out. And there's going to be some drama, and people are going to yell at Kokichi, and then people are going to yell at Ryuchi, and then people are going to cry, and then it's going to end.
How am I what, Sven?
How are you in the Twitch stream? You're in the car.
I left it open on my fucking computer at home.
Okay.
Because I'm a real fan.
Thank you. I always notice when I go live, instantly Dareth is in the
Aw.
chat.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to think of what else. It wasn't. I was confused by something Maki did. Right? She decided that.
I don't know your story.
She helped
Decided
Kaito, right? She was the middleman or something.
Well, I think.
Yeah,
she's-
we think that Maki brought the crossbow
brought
and a
a
singular
crossbow
bolt
with-
to
No,
Kaito.
no,
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 no.
that was
Maki
Kumiko.
brought the
Or no.
second
Maki
crossbow
brought
and
the
2
second
arrows.
crossbow
Oh, that's
and
right.
shot 2 arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And those arrows might have also been covered in poison. And she's definitely not covering for Kaito doing a murder.
Yeah, but then
Okay.
So
who
we-
do you
so we
think
think-
is
By
dead
definitely
right
not
now?
totally. What? Right now?
Who do you think
Kokichi?
is
I
dead
think
right
they're both
now?
dead.
I think they're both dead.
Yeah, and then Maki
Well, I
cleaned
think
up.
Kokichi is for sure dead. No, because I think if Kaito wasn't dead for a murder, he's gonna die dramatically on stage and like die of tuberculosis or something.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an option as well.
Because the drama of it.
The drama of it all. Megan, what do you think?
I think.
So if Kaito were already dead, then Maki's actions wouldn't really make sense in how I have it. worked
Yeah.
out.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, I
does she
suppose-
know?
I feel like Kaito's probably dead, but
I mean, he's
I'm
definitely
not
on his
sure
way
about
out.
Kokichi yet.
Well, the reason I think
Kokici's
Kaito might be dead, like this could go either way, but I think the reason Kaito might be dead is that Maki's trying to push that he's dead so hard so that people actually believe it, and so that they like can't be voted for as blackened.
What?
But then,
Well,
Oh yeah,
that-
she said
I mean,
last
if
time that she
she's-
was willing to sacrifice all of them.
yeah,
What do you mean by
she's
that?
willing to sacrifice all of them to kill Kokichi. But
Yeah.
I think she's lying there. I think she's willing to sacrifice all of them to try and save Kaito. Because from a
Check
character from a character development perspective, that would make the most sense, I think.
Yes, that is true.
And like I mean, obviously, it as a series likes to be unpredictable, but I don't think they're going to abandon all the narratives they've been setting up for sake of unpredictability.
Yeah.
There's only so much unpredictability you can get before you're Look, I had a sentence planned and I forgot it.
Yeah.
It's weird how Cubs are spelled with a C
Alright.
at the top, but with the K
Yeah.
at the bottom.
That is weird.
Chico, Bob, last
I don't know what you said, buddy. I'm sorry.
Bob, last
Dante,
Kaito.
the foam part ain't working.
The
You
it's
sound like a Star Wars
little
robot.
it's a little
The
robot-y.
cheese got to him.
Dante, you might want to rejoin later.
Jeez.
I forget what I was gonna say. So Maki had planned to potentially kill all of them, or we think that she was planning to kill them all to save Kaito
Yes.
Dante?
by covering up the foe.
I don't.
This looks like
Great.
the imposter is sus face.
Terrifying.
No?
Oh, okay, it moved.
For a good couple seconds.
Yeah, it was frozen.
Just keep
They
going here because I don't
just went from that to drinking.
The segment is no longer possible with the Mana Cubs destroyed.
Wait, are you just freezing the
okay.
screen?
I think it's just fun.
Internet.
It's just phone internet.
Yeah. I'm on my phone.
Mhm.
Resume Barb's trial.
The flashback light became the motive.
I'm sure it'll come back to me as we play it, but I'm a little rusty on what.
I don't
what happened
remember
last
where
time.
she is for this one.
Remembered that he was a remnant of despair. I planned to kill him.
Well, remember the camera had play, pause, and stop.
They showed a video of Kaito getting crushed, but I think they paused it.
And the battle
Yeah.
between hope and despair would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but
We were naive.
All right, I'm gonna go inside.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me.
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm
Kokichi
with a
lasted for
crossbow
more than
bolt,
3 seconds?
probably by Kaito when he
I
fought
mean,
back.
Kaito was dying of tuberculosis.
Maki thinks that Kaito was fighting back. Yeah, I bet.
Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
Why did he even get a bunch of
Wanted
poison?
Kokichi to confess his true
Yeah.
intentions before he died.
Anakuma.
And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
what do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if
'Cause
the
he's
Lake
not
Junko
the
was secretly behind this
mastermind.
killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
So she thinks it was too obvious, like an obvious setup for him
Maki's
to be the
thinking about the
mastermind.
narrative
Maki's the
structure.
intelligent one.
She thinks that it's a very obvious setup for him to be the mastermind, but she also thinks that he is the mastermind.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so she's not quite thinking about the narrative structure yet. She'll get it.
Shuichi'll.
This is life for
Shuichi'll
her.
guide
He wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it
That's how
directly
Junko
from
worked.
Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting up the killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Oh.
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I
So
shut
she
up.
no.
Except she didn't.
She shut
Except
him
she
down.
didn't.
But then
Did Kaito take the... Oh, Jesus.
what?
Kaito
Yeah.
protected Kokichi?
That's how I thought it would
Why?
be.
Okay,
Why
that
would
was
Kaito
slightly
protect
unexpected.
Kokichi?
Not
At that
really.
moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time.
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar
That says
shutter
she's
had
confident that
closed.
he's dead.
Ah, so she
Gotcha.
So
So she thinks she killed both of them.
Yeah.
But I don't think she did.
Nope. Don't think
I
she killed
assumed it
either
was
of them.
Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the
Hold on, so
hangar
what? Why
That
didn't?
wasn't
Why
quite
did she
right.
decide to reveal this now? What changed?
Shuichi figured out she was willing to sacrifice them all to kill Kokichi.
Hmm.
And she's explaining why.
I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote, but Kokichi stole it from him.
Oh.
Well, it said it would take a while.
But I can't die here.
You have been shot in the back, you might die
Mastermind
anyway.
of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right?
You do got a
already
point.
went to space.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap.
I don't think that's how antidotes work, but whatever.
Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
Last trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials.
Why is that arrow so far into his shoulder? Did, like, go...
Yeah,
They're
I know.
very
I was
That's
thinking
that's
that.
real
They're-
far into his shoulder.
Yeah,
No, I
both
think-
of them are.
I think they're quite short arrows. I
But
don't
we
think
saw
they're
the
that long.
arrows.
Yeah, we saw them earlier
Yeah,
and they
they're
were pretty
normal
long.
sized arrows.
It's fine.
Like, that arrow's like in his lung.
Think about the narrative, Will.
Oh my god.
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't
Well,
have you
I
kill
mean,
anybody.
she's still kind of... I mean...
He
so I
didn't know
see.
they were
So-
poisonous arrows.
So now if he's gonna Be like, you know what? I don't want to
Kaito
have
wasn't
you
protecting me.
do
He was
that.
protecting Maki.
And so he's just gonna
Situation
be
just
like,
got
you know
way
what?
worse.
Crush.
Maki is gonna become the black and irresponsible.
Is it
for
going to be a
killing me,
suicide
all
case or
because you
something?
protected me.
Well, I think he's going to kill Kokichi first. So he might be dead right now.
Gotcha.
Or
So they might
okay.
both be dead.
Possibly. I still don't think I think he's gonna die on camera.
Just
But
leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that. You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you?
Don't mind me. Run, Maki, roll. Just hurry up and run.
Run where?
Run and live. You gotta live.
Okay, she'll survive till the end. We already know that.
I refuse
Yep.
to
I don't
give
know
up.
about that.
I
I'm
don't
like
want her to
98.72% sure
Nah, I
that
think
she's going
she's
to live to
gonna
the
live.
end.
unless they do like
I
a
tried
big
to
old
enter the
die
hangar by
ending.
breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
So Kato's gonna kill
After
Kokichi
that,
then.
I returned to the bathroom
So
window
she
once
thinks
more,
she killed
but I didn't see anyone. The
Kaito,
bathroom
but
door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial. In exchange for all of your lives.
So that's what happened.
Wait, how is she planning on killing Kokichi?
By falsely
by
accusing him.
making them think Kokichi killed Kaito, and then
Therefore, escaping as then having the opportunity to kill.
and since they were wrong, they're all gonna die.
Oh. Okay, and Kokichi would die too. I see.
Yep.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him!
She brought a knife.
You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosoul. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh.
Oh yeah. That wasn't
Definitely.
even a trial. She would have killed you the
What are
second she
everyone's
started.
plans now?
I still don't. I don't think it's him in there.
Who are you guys
No.
gonna
Oh
vote
no.
for?
Well, this isn't exactly the truth yet, is it?
You can
Nope.
vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die
Because
together.
it was just inconvenient.
Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole
Shinichi,
truth.
no.
Yeah.
He's on
This
it.
case isn't
My
over.
boy.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally
I'm
understand.
gonna turn the volume up. Hold on 1 second.
There's another hidden truth
Why does
within your
Mew
testimony.
have 3 X's?
Because it's like a
what-
porn
Like
joke.
lives.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what adult films
Yeah.
are rated.
Oh.
hidden
they
truth?
did.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
Maki becoming the Blackened, I would guess. Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Do it.
because then if Kokichi crushed Kaito, then Kokichi would be the
Damn it!
Yeah, I don't think
I was
that-
gonna say the last one, the
Oh.
Kokichi drinking the antidote.
That could be it too.
Nope.
Oh, we still have 6 hearts.
I was wrong!
this
Not
big
anymore.
this big
There's
moment
no-
where
is
Shuichi's
it the
like,
control
the thing
panel?
that's wrong
Maybe
is
The control
Kaito
panel being
protecting
damaged.
Kokichi?
It's gotta be.
One of these things is not like the other.
it's this big moment like, this is what it is, and then he gets it wrong twice. He's like, shit, I don't know.
He's like,
But that doesn't make sense because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was
me
too
too.
focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
The security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
Then why didn't the alarm go off?
It's like,
I
I'm
told you,
shady.
this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
I'm gonna go to my
Maybe
mind
Jordan.
palace.
No, not yet.
Not yet. It'll come.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the
Try
control
hard.
panel with my knife. At the
Oops.
time,
Oops.
the
Oops.
alarm
Oops.
system didn't go
My
off.
bad.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated.
I'm still not used to the
100%
machine gun silencer.
Maybe it was just broken. Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with it?
I'm not going to tell any more lies. I did attempt to
Ember,
enter the
what
hangar.
happens
What the heck?
with all the
happened?
evidence?
So what do we have?
We have hangar's front shutter, which is this. The alarm can be
The alarm
disabled with
system
the
can be
alarm
disabled.
remote, which I guess Kokichi would have had.
Kokichi had,
Does he have that?
in theory.
In theory,
It was-
if
it
anyone
was
was gonna have it,
inside
he
the
would have
hangar.
it.
Either Kokichi or Kaito would have had it.
He had the remote
What are the
before.
other things here?
And I tried to
Use
destroy the
hammer,
control
Why
panel
would you
with my
use
knife.
that?
Excells.
At the time, the alarm system didn't go.
Hold on. Hatch's electronic lock.
Okay. What is the one's Exocells protecting Monokuma? Okay. I think that one was used to be like, well, that's how she got the Exocell.
Mm-hmm.
Kokichi had 2, Maki had 1.
Maki took the one from Kokichi, so he had one.
Could they have
used
used an
one, and then
electro
Maki
bomb on the
used-
hydraulic press?
It's possible.
Maybe. I don't know if.
Let me see.
Like I don't really know
If you
how
had approached the
how this
shutter,
Danganronpa hydraulic
the alarm
press
would have
works.
activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken. Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Oh wait, could you,
Or maybe Maki is telling
on like
a
the
lie.
100% certainty, could you use the clue that has the remote or whatever?
I'm not going to tell any
Saying
more
that it can be
lies.
turned off.
I was thinking electro bomb on that clue.
Oh, that too.
I did attempt
Alright.
to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated 100% certainty.
Yeah.
That's wrong!
Oh right, because she used the electro bomb
There
to
is a
enter
way
it.
to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Maki raiding?
Yo, Maki base?
Yo, is Maki doing tea?
Yo!
Yo.
Huh? Why would I
Maki
use
triple
an
legend?
electro bomb? That's no reason to shut off
If
the alarm,
anyone in
right?
this group would be a
I'd at
triple legend, it would be
disadvantage if I
Maki.
did that.
True.
Maki would be a really scary healer.
I don't think Maki heals.
Maki would be
Maki
the medic
plays
from
games,
TF2 that just shoots you and heals you.
I guess so. I can't come up
Maki
with
would be a
reason
glare
why
mage.
I
Kokichi
think
would wanna
Kaito
cut the
used it.
alarm.
This is all where we're leading to. Kaito was doing things.
Yeah.
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
To
Disable.
to the
keep
suppress
Kibo
the safety
away.
function.
Kibo's the real sleeper assassin.
It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
But then why was the thing cut?
Deactivate the safety function?
I mean, you could
So
just
you
cut it.
couldn't open
Wouldn't
it
have
again.
just taken down the
Yeah.
alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
Stat, he tripped over it and got really angry and
Why
cut the
would he
cord.
do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. But if I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
Kaito's
Cause of
cause.
Kaito's death.
Or
the
The credibility of the
Honestly,
death
really, I
video.
think that's
Honestly, all three.
yeah, it could be like any of them.
But
I
I
think,
think
they're
the
all wrong.
credibility is
Both of them
the
correct.
question.
Ah,
Nah.
rip.
Ah, shoot.
Oh,
That's it!
Shuichi says,
Did you say
Kaito's cause
ouch?
of death.
What?
he
The
physically
electro
feels
bomb was
pain
used
when
while
he's
Maki
wrong.
was trying to deliver the antidote. Maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
Cause of death could be tuberculosis.
Kaito's coat.
that's it.
He
I
had
mean,
his
the
medical
probably
card,
direct
I
press
guess.
is. I think that's what they're aiming for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it! The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
I mean, it's for 2 hours, but okay.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive.
Well, there would
The
have been no reason
hydraulic
for him
press
to do that
could
if he
Yeah,
didn't
why
want
would he have
to.
done that?
Which is what's gonna lead us, I think, to it was Kaito who did it. Was operating the press.
Kaito's wishes.
I mean, yeah, if he had
Kaito
crushed,
shot him again.
that's like just like
Because
stealing the
Kokichi-
blame from Maki for no
He
reason
does
at
have
all.
an
there's-
arrow in his back, and his arm, which is like, how the fuck is he
But
recovering
that's
from that?
just
But okay.
a possibility.
That's just a theory.
What do you mean?
It's
Again.
possible that I killed
A
Kaito with the
Shuichi
press,
theory.
but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press.
Or
Both causes
another
are
thing.
possible, but you'll
His
never be able to
Terrible,
determine.
terrible blood cough.
Listen,
No matter what.
Kaito has too many ways to die at this point. Like,
No
Mhm.
matter what.
100 ways to die.
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too.
That
Right,
ain't for you
Shuichi?
meddling tuberculosis.
Oh, come on! Believe in yourself.
You can't totally solve it.
yeah, you can't say with 100%.
I
You
guess.
can't say with
Yes.
100% certainty in any case of anything.
Yeah.
Stop trying to be too positive. Be realistic,
I
man.
hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
We'll just have to lie and pretend we do.
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence.
Well, we
You
could.
can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened.
Anytime they
If
say there's
trial.
no way to know, there probably is a way.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Nagito?
That's Nagito.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The
Let's
gimmick of this
inspired.
murder case isn't the unknown victim. but rather the unknowable culprit.
But I
No
don't
one
believe
I mean,
that
it's still a
Kokichi in
50-50.
there.
Only I know the answer. There's
No,
no
I
more
think
room for
we're
deduction
pretty
here.
sure it's Junko.
Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Somehow.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right?
Well, if
But there's nothing
if
you
his
can do
inner
about
voice
it.
is Makoto,
This is
and
just how
Makoto's
the
the
trial
ultimate
goes.
lucky student,
Yeah.
then it's his time to shine.
Yeah.
Makoto's luck was shit, though. We need
It was.
Makoto luck.
Well,
Yeah.
it did save his
Give
life
Makoto
one
out.
time.
That
I mean-
wasn't Makoto
I mean,
luck.
that was-
that
that
was
was-
a
that was-
computer virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not Makoto luck.
That was
is the culprit?
that was alter ego.
Maki
Yeah.
or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off.
Kibo, get a new inner
It's
voice.
voting
Not
time.
Kibo. Inner voice.
What?
Voting time.
What? It's not Maki.
Who are you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you
Ooh,
voting for?
I didn't expect
Kibo.
this.
Vote Kibo.
Don't vote Kibo.
Kaito!
You know what? I think it's Samugi.
What?
Actually, yeah, vote Samugi.
No, I'm not voting Samugi!
Oh
That
my
would be
God.
completely
Wait,
out of
wait,
nowhere.
Wait, now I'm curious.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
got 5 seconds. Just vote for someone.
Do it.
Or vote for no one.
Hey, that's my line.
Okay.
I'm the one who decides when it's voting time.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you?
What if Moniko's
Just
like,
like
nah, I
you
was asleep for
always
this one.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Oh man, Monokuma doesn't know.
What?
The culprit, you say?
Monokuma doesn't
Yes,
fucking know.
of course I know.
Because he was trapped.
Why do you seem so flustered?
He was
Oh.
surrounded by the Exos.
Me? What are you talking about?
Monokuma doesn't fucking know.
Monokuma, do you not know who the culprit is either?
What are we doing here? Let's go home!
Oh, okay, this is
just go home.
interesting.
Monokuma's
You
the
don't
culprit.
know, do you?
What does
Okay,
this
then
mean?
just-
Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Ooh,
Because he's
that's good.
bad at his
That's very
job.
good. No, that's very good.
Oh,
what
that
they're
means we
doing.
can just
Yes, that's
stop
it.
this case.
So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
That means we can just
What are you
say
talking
anyone and
about?
it'll be fine. So we can just kill
He wasn't just
Kokichi.
trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
Murder Monokuma
Because
can
he's
figure
not
out?
the mastermind.
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the
No,
one who's
no, he
controlling
is not.
Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden
Can't do that
cameras
because of
strategically
Kokichi.
placed to avoid our detection.
I
Bugs.
can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi
Bugs.
probably used the Electro Bomb to
But I mean,
scramble
doesn't he
whatever
have
that
all-knowing
was.
Monokuma powers from 2? So,
Hmm.
The Electro
Two was
Bomb
in a
would
video
prevent
game.
That was because they
any
were in a video
access
game,
to
I
the
thought.
video
I mean,
wirelessly.
yeah.
Which
That was
means
because it was
it
freaking
wouldn't matter where the
SAO.
surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one
No,
who's
he's
controlling
not Kimiko.
Monokuma.
Come on.
Yumiko has a
Before we
camera
determine
underneath
that
that hat.
issue, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the Exosols... Yes, the Exosols weren't protecting Monokuma. They were.
Which means that Kokichi is not the mastermind.
Bullying him.
They were bullying him.
No, they were admiring
Yeah, they were
him.
admiring him.
Look at
That's
this
it.
expertly designed.
They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation? If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. they were watching
Now
him.
she's starting to
They were
catch
trying to
on.
make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an Exisal, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki. She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the Exisals to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's
Himiko.
controlling
Get
Monokuma.
with the program.
Himiko, you're on the right
Kokichi might
track,
not
but
be
you're not
controlling
quite
Monokuma at
figuring
all.
out the point.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't
So
he
maybe
be
you're not
controlling
on the right
Monokuma?
track either.
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Remember that the only reason we
Himiko
think
shook.
that is because Kokichi told us. Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game
It's
is
actually
totally
Junko
me.
though.
Yeah.
The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
That's right. He's a remnant of despair. How'd we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
You don't even
There's no reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies.
Oh.
Does that sound like a fair game? Would you
It
say
is,
this
yeah.
class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know?
Aren't you normally the forward one? I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too.
Here
But
it
in the
is.
interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
What? How surprising.
Really? Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah,
Yeah, no
that is what
shit.
that would mean. With the
Every
key to
time
the
this
last
happens, they're like,
motive,
Kokichi lied? I'm
Yeah.
like,
outside
really?
world.
That's crazy.
Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exisals? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
You had the
He
remote.
just
remote,
used
you
Mew's remote
fool.
control, right?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack
That's,
any electronic device.
Pretty impressive.
I don't think that's how that works, but I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah, I don't know how that would ever possibly work, but
She made a skeleton key.
yeah, like, oh, you can hack a microwave with this baby.
Oh no, she had to slap a receiver on them.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offer offered up that info.
Monokuma 3 seconds before. Yeah, I want to make sure this is fair.
Yeah.
3 seconds after. I don't care about fame.
Well, whatever.
Fools.
It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
Yep.
Yes.
What were you trying to
yes.
accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
It was just having fun.
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so
Just
frustrating.
Kokichi thing.
Red laser beam.
Who is?
Probably
Are
some
you
Twitch
so
chat.
certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
over who?
What do you
Or
mean?
that.
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Until next chapter.
Yeah.
He's dead, but
This conversation has
But
flown off
the
the rails.
jello mold.
Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind.
That's next. That's next trial.
Yeah, that's the next
So,
step.
yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes.
Just say it's
okay?
Kokichi.
Sounds so much like
And I'm
Junko.
sure that Monokuma would do it out of spite.
Trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out. So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta
Did
use
this
your
happen
brain
in
too.
2 as well? I can't remember.
No.
Where Monokuma like
no.
was a person in
This
the.
wasn't one of the arguments. I
no.
think.
Because that happened in 1.
This will be the final
Not
class
until
I don't
like
think it-
the
I
end.
think
It happens in like the last chapter in 1.
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true victory. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I
People
can
rowing
receive
rolling
Monokuma till the
bards in
very
D&D
end,
and
then
trying to
I'll be
seduce the
the
final
winner!
boss be like,
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the
you know
outside
whose
world
thought
is in
process
total
also
ruin,
defies all
this
logic?
game is the only
Junko.
entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair? Whatevs. Let's just get this started.
Whatever.
Oh, wait,
If
he
the
wasn't there
students
That is
for
not a
the whole
Kokichi
time.
know who
word.
the culprit is, then I'm
No.
the winner.
Don't underestimate me,
Yeah.
or Shuichi and the others for
He's
that
very
matter.
much been talking about Junko this whole time.
Is Monokuma
We'll
on our
know-
team now?
Will noticed it, but
Yeah.
after he noticed it, it's like, I cannot. Like, you can't unsee
Monokuma
it.
don't want to lose, so Monokuma using you.
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think
You
they're gonna
didn't
make
say
this
it's
easy
they're all
for
that's
you,
left in the world.
better think again.
He didn't
Whose
say
side are
that.
you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
Yo, Monokuma's the next Smash character?
Yo.
Monokuma
I
smash.
hate that because that also makes
That
Nagito
would be
possible to
amazing.
smash.
That would be amazing.
That would actually be
I
really
would buy
funny.
a Switch and Smash just to play Monokuma and Naruto.
I already have a Switch and Smash.
We need Nagito
Nintendo,
so
get on
confusing
that.
his ass can be. Yeah, Nintendo
This is not how the
watching
game is
release
intended
date.
to be played.
Let's just ignore Monokuma.
You're making Switch
His
ports
actions
for
are always
almost all
beyond
the
comprehension.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a Switch port for Danganronpa, ergo Nagito can be in Smash.
Yep.
Be
I'm
quiet
so can
so we can
Monokuma.
ignore you.
Now, where should we start?
Realistically, they would
already
add
established
characters who
what
like.
Okay, can you
have
like
shown they can do
actually
something.
imagine the kind of chaos that would happen if the last Smash character happened and it was Nagito?
Oh my god.
How dare you underestimate Swole Monokuma and Ball Monokuma?
Oh man, his
I
final
know,
smash.
Ball Monokuma.
Oh no, his final
Ball
smash would
Monokuma.
just be a punishment, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
yeah.
would be. Oh, and
Who
then
is
they
it,
make
Gino?
they make it unique for each fighter. Oh, that would be sick.
That's
That
do you
would be a
realize
lot
how
of
much
murder.
goddamn
They
work
probably
Yeah,
that would
that
be?
would be it.
just
That wouldn't
probably be
happen, but
a combo. of
but
a
it
lot
would
of
it would be fun.
They would. I'm
I think
guessing
it
they
would
would
be-
probably just do the Kodo / Final Jinko /
Yeah, I think they would
Yoko.
just like take some of the like whoever's
Iconic
ultimate
ones.
punishment from the games
Yeah.
and use those.
You learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
AI Junko could be
You
like
warmed up to him real
Nintendog.
fast. I guess you are
Damn.
both robots.
more robophobia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But what couldn't you wrap your head around?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is. What evidence needs to be analyzed again?
The Monokuma file, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's related to Monokuma.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What about
What
the video
evidence?
evidence?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I think
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
the
yeah,
video,
the
the
video.
video evidence.
Right,
Sounds lovely.
right.
Why the video?
Because it had
Because that's the only thing that
can't verify
Monokuma
it.
doesn't know about, because he can't like verify that the video is untampered.
Oh.
It was at the
Oh,
very
my buttons
bottom.
aren't working.
Uh-oh.
You have 40 seconds. You're fine. Yeah, the murder video.
All right.
Oh,
This is it!
this is it.
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic.
Alright then.
Yeah,
Something I
let's.
use all the time.
Let's discuss my friend's brutal murder.
I
just love how he's
rushed
like,
back to the pod.
let's discuss how Kaito violently and was brutally murdered in a graphic manner by the
But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to
Wait, is
film
that
it.
actually Kokichi then? No, it's because
Discovering the
Kokichi's dead.
crushed body would
Probably.
be enough.
Yeah.
No need to show us the film.
Do we know that?
No,
We don't
not
know
for
that,
certain,
but I think so.
I think that.
That's my leading theory.
Yeah, might as well.
True.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Huh?
Himiko,
Really?
no.
There must be
Amy, so you are not allowed to.
With a knife. This is one of those Darren knife hugs.
What?
Read the chat,
Wait, why
Darren.
is there a
Read the
Darren
chat.
knife hug?
Read the
Read the
chat.
chat.
No reason. I'm just twisted.
Oh,
I'm just,
oh, okay.
I'm just quirky.
I'm just built different.
Weird.
I'm not like
I'm a
other girls.
weirdo.
I don't fit in.
The video
No
of
one
murder,
fit in.
keeping the victims.
Have you ever seen me without the stupid exosol?
Oh my god.
No, that'd be weird.
What can't
This
be
is just-
identified even after watching the dead body
The
footage?
victim.
Really?
Yeah.
Fatigue.
The video? Yeah.
Why are my buttons not working in this game?
Oh, victim.
By being better gamer.
It's very strange.
Is everything
That's
plugged
my
in?
number one complaint with this game is that a lot of times, like, it just stops receiving inputs.
Is it you?
It's been a
I felt like that was
consistent
only
issue
a
throughout the whole
problem
game.
When you move, like when you moved back. Maybe it's
No,
an
it was
Illinois
happening.
thing.
It was happening at school too.
Hmm.
Huh?
That's a question for
If
later.
you show the moment of
Why?
Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim.
I don't understand why the murder video relates to
Morgan
tricking
Kite?
Monokuma.
Oh, wait,
Because the
pause,
video-
Morgan
pause,
can't hear anymore.
pause.
What? Can you guys not hear?
Oh,
Oh no,
Yeah,
I can hear.
pausing.
No,
I
we can all
hear
hear.
everything.
Okay. We're good?
We're going to
no,
pause.
Morgan has left.
Oh.
Morgan's
And is
struggling.
back.
Okay, I'll pause for
But
a second.
while he reconnects, we the video is it because it's the one thing that Monokuma can't say for certain is true evidence. Like we can say that crossbow bolts were poisoned and fired or whatever because there are holes in jackets and empty poison bottles and antidote bottles. Well, we haven't found the antidote bottle, have we? But
Oh, I see. So we were using
the
that as
only-
evidence because we believed that Monokuma verified that it was real.
Morgan?
Yes.
And now we
Oh, no.
okay. Now we don't know about that.
Well, I didn't even think Monokuma verified it to begin with. I thought it was tampered from the beginning because why else would you mention that it has a pause function?
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, okay.
And
He can hear
so
now.
that's the basis.
Oh my lord, this case? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We'll see where it goes. from
Well,
here.
if he can hear, but he's not in the call.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
this moment and run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mini pause.
I just
stream.
drank a lot of water.
Oh, okay.
Piss time. Please stop.
I hope. Thanks, stream.
Does Will know who this other person in Twitch chat is?
No. Thank you for joining. This case is a very interesting one.
Because if not, they just got a fantastic surprise clip of Dante saying "piss time."
That's what I do.
That is true.
It do be that time.
Oh, I think they left. No, they're still. It says they're still a user.
Yeah.
Oh, Morgan must have. DC'd.
Yeah.
Wacky.
Oh.
Hello,
Testing,
Morgan.
testing. Welcome
Can
back.
you hear me
Welcome
tonight?
back. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Stop hitting your mic.
Ow.
I speak. Am I
Hello.
heard?
Yes, you're being heard. Ow. Why are you doing this to me?
I
Pain.
just turned direct monitor back on because I usually have it off.
Ouch. Ouch.
I need to leave quick too. Hang on, I'll be back.
You better.
You better.
You better be back.
Rip indeed.
Ripperoni.
Should I buy SCOTUS?
Why? Why what?
SCOTUS.
Welcome back, Morgan. Okay,
Oh,
bye,
yeah.
bro.
We're still having problems?
Yeah.
What'd you say,
I
Dante?
actually think I might go to bed, so I will watch tomorrow.
Okay,
I
okay.
said, welcome back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very tired.
That's alright.
It's weird how you get tired from sitting in a car. Like I
Have a
was in the
sleeping.
car for 8 hours, but I didn't do anything. But I'm still tired.
Yeah, I get it. I get tired too when I travel a lot.
I didn't drive though.
Yeah, I mean, like, even when I don't drive.
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah. I'm just being silly. Well, yeah, maybe I'll. I don't really want to leave, but I'm very sleepy.
We have quite a bit left.
we probably
Yeah,
have
I don't.
probably at least an hour and a half, I would say.
Oh God, yeah. Okay,
Jeez,
here we
how
go.
slow are you?
With
don't
with
think we
all
have
the
that
post
long.
stuff of the chapter, I think so.
With his
I
accuracy,
don't
hitting those letters.
Oh, you
I
got a
died.
point. With
I
Will's
will go.
skill, maybe perhaps we have that much
I'm
longer.
being. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good.
Oh,
Okay.
Will's stream for me says solo heal T phase 2 problem
What?
continues.
It
Yo,
should.
Because you've had it open since noon.
I
Yeah, I don't have
Try
the...
refreshing it.
Yeah, mine says
I'm gonna refresh it.
I set the title when I.
Yeah. No, it's the
Wait,
right
Will, you
title.
don't even have
Isn't lighting up all the time.
you don't even
That's
have channel
annoying.
points set up.
Dude, I don't think I can
He
have
doesn't-
channel points
He
yet.
doesn't have
I think you
affiliate.
can. Can't you
I
now?
don't
I
think.
thought you didn't. I thought you didn't need affiliate for channel points.
I don't think you. Well,
I don't
quote me
know.
on that.
I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure.
thought you didn't either, but I don't know.
I mean, I've been saving out those after points so I can mix it. So,
Guys, do you think Red Laser BM is still here?
I don't know. Are we good to continue?
Yeah.
Whoa, we just hopped up to 8.
Very cool. Thank you, guys.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Better start soon. Dylan will be back in a second.
Oh, Darren's not here?
Oh, Darren's still.
Eh, you're probably not gonna miss much. I don't know.
Well, we can wait it.
Yeah.
We can just.
Let's go.
Go?
Jimmy's like hurried up.
We've been on this trial for too long.
I know.
He's gonna miss like 3 dialogue options. Like, it's not gonna be that much, I assume.
That might be exactly
Yeah,
the
I
mistake that
feel like-
Kokichi was going for. That we would. I see.
That
I see.
misidentified
That
though.
you would mistake
Yeah.
the victim.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Yup. That's what I've been saying.
Switched? Then it was some
Wow.
other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
Oh, it could have been a live body.
Where would he even get another body?
There should
morgue.
be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was
It was
switched.
like Kaede. Again.
Wait, no, they already got crushed off the blood.
Yeah, just double crushed. And
It's
Shuichi's
okay.
like, bro, come on.
It was the wax model that was
Too
made.
bad. Switching the
That'd be a
victim
lot of
was
blood for the
impossible.
wax model.
Oh, was it now?
No, you could just pause.
Yeah, keep the come
The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage,
Also,
would they have been
hydraulic
able to
presses
switch
don't
the
suddenly accelerate.
Maybe they do in this
And we
universe.
already established that
That's
the
poor
Also,
design.
exosols
doctored
don't
in any way.
exist in our universe.
I mean,
Yes, they do.
it's poor design to have the default state of the hydraulic press be down flat,
The camera doesn't have any
so that
edit
when the
function.
power goes out, it just
play,
drops.
record, and pause.
Well,
Monokuma
now that we know
also
an
said
electro
no
bomb was
computer
thrown
used
at
to
it.
edit the footage. Remember?
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible.
Is Darrington
There's
still
a
gone?
pause function.
What? Yeah,
oh,
I'm back.
oh, you're here?
Yeah,
Okay.
Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive.
Not necessarily.
Not
We already
necessarily.
discussed this so many times. The chance
But
of
that,
that
but if
happening
Kaito's
is
alive,
impossible.
then Maki
No,
isn't the
that's-
culprit
It might be
anyways.
possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't
Yeah, the
noticed
pause
it
button.
yet.
Oh.
They ran real
What
fast.
trick is
Isn't
that?
the pause just for like watching the video back?
I don't think so.
Or am I wrong?
You
That's
don't
for recording.
know, do you? I
Why would you have a
already
pause
said
button
it's
when you're
impossible.
recording?
Maki's not
That-
wrong. There is
If you want to
all
pause
cameras
the
have it.
recording.
What? What?
So we
All
can't just
cameras
give
have
up
a
here.
stop that.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty normal thing for a camera.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito
Oh
is
no.
alive or
Oh
not?
no. Now
Uh-oh.
she's not gonna be
Don't
alive
like
for
the
long.
thought that I killed Kaito.
Yeah, I can imagine you're not happy about that.
I don't want that.
Oh.
Well, here's the
Oh,
thing.
Maki.
If Kaito escaped, she
about the
she killed him
possibility that
anyways
Maki
because of the
mentioned.
poison. Right? Like,
Himiko, if you call her that again.
No, not if he killed himself
Yes,
first.
Please.
Oh,
well, I mean, I suppose so, but like, he
Or if he
could
dies
have.
of tuberculosis first.
It's possible he could have gotten
He's
more
timing
antidote or
his
something. I don't know.
tuberculosis.
Wow, she let somebody call her
Let's all talk it
Maki
over
roll.
together.
Together.
Together
Oh no, and
again.
now we're gonna have
Until
flashbacks.
one of us dies.
Yeah, all 16 of us.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Right, Kaede looks over. Oh.
Shuichi puts his cap back on.
Character regression.
Cries a little bit and then
However,
takes it
if the
off.
victims were switched.
Was he wearing his cap when he sat in his room for 3 days?
No.
No, I think he just laid down.
Yeah.
And was sad.
And almost died.
How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
It was the recording was paused.
You know, they have to really take a lot of time with it.
Yeah.
Kokichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
Oh, sus.
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 Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be Kokichi. Don't
Wait,
be Kokichi.
is it that it like pauses for a second before going down?
I think so.
Darren.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick.
What is one of your truth
You can
bullets
check,
saying?
there's no editing function in that camera.
Saying that you can
The
pause?
placement of that camera seems suspicious to any of you?
No.
The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Yeah.
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Yes.
Could it
Good
be
job, Kipo.
Yeah.
that the video was shot
Yeah,
at another
Kibo,
location?
we might agree with you next
No.
time. Unless somebody else has a better argument.
Come on, everybody, speak up!
I don't know, guys. I think it might be that it.
It
paused
won't
for
fall
a
into
second.
despair. I think it's murder video with agreeing with Kibo.
There's no editing function.
Why does
I
the
know for
murder
sure.
video?
Placement of that camera seems
Well, I
I
mean,
know for sure it's agreeing with Kibo. I don't know about.
what are my other options here?
I think the video might be
Um,
suspicious,
Not many.
The
guys.
press. I don't remember what else.
Guys, I think the video might be suspicious. I
There
don't know
are
if
two
it's
buttons
entirely
labeled up and
accurate.
down. Maybe it's like there's no way to pause it.
That, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Try agreeing with Kibo first.
With what?
With just the murder video,
Saying
except
the,
paused.
the,
I don't
the
know.
bit where it's.
I think it's the press not being able to stop. I think that's what they're leading me towards here.
Alrighty, do it.
Oh my god, what? Why did this game so bad with the controls? It's so bizarre.
suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
That video.
I don't think it's the filming angle to move. I can't.
We
speak.
did that in Danganronpa
This
2.
is me coming. Don't miss.
Don't miss.
I got it.
You almost missed.
I
You
didn't.
missed the V.
V agree.
Consent.
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
I nearly killed him.
Yes, that's right.
Dumb roll.
The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
but in the
So maybe it stopped because it noticed a human. Right?
And it was like, yeah, I guess this is
right
fine. It's just
there.
Kaito.
Yeah.
And then,
It was like, are you sure you want to continue?
oh, but then that's when the cord was cut.
Right before it crushed the
Maybe.
body?
Or like the electro bomb was thrown.
Why would it stop?
Something like that.
The safety feature. Okay, we're doing a little mini game first.
Diamond and Pearl.
Pick. Pick.
What am I looking at there?
I don't think they're right. Go over to
The
right.
safety control panel.
Was that the control?
It's not
That's not
the
the control panel.
panel.
Is that?
That was the.
Oh, that's the hanger.
Yeah.
You have two options?
This is the panel.
No, there's a lot
Yeah,
hidden
that's
in
it.
the thing. This is not your bestest mini game.
It's fine. I have 4 minutes.
You know, you'd have more if you were better at it.
Gimme.
It's
Need that
Are you
touching
kidding? Are
those
you
ones.
serious?
Touching that. Yep.
Gimme. I see it!
Me when I see it.
Me when I clear.
The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function.
Would it not have interfered with the press? Being able to go up and
Don't
down?
question it.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
question it.
Okay.
There'd be no way
No,
to
no.
stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
So the
It also might be a physical, like
Isn't the
some kind of physical switch.
if it's hydraulic?
Yeah.
I guess.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
No, we do not.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
But you can pause the video.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
Nah, did you see how fast Kiba
I
rolled out of
see.
there?
It wasn't just the press that stopped.
That was like
Yeah,
3
Kaito.
frames max.
Kaito's so
You
freaking
stopped something
spry.
else at the same time you stopped the
Kibo
hydraulic
is?
press.
Kaito.
He's a robot with the strength of an elderly person.
A fit elderly person.
Well, but he ain't got tuberculosis.
Oh, mine again. All right.
They know you love this game.
Yeah,
You
Really
don't sound
proud
like
of
you
this
love it.
one.
it's okay. I don't really like think about what the colors are gonna change to when I play it. I just sort of like
We know.
play it in a way. Like that was a terrible move what I just did. Like this is awful right here.
Yeah, start cracking.
Oh, that's bad. Ah well.
Fine.
Could not have been any worse. I see it. I see it.
The culprit stopped the video camera.
Why is my
at the
nose
same
bleeding? I didn't
time
even
as the
touch it.
hydraulic press.
Oh no!
It just started bleeding out of no reason. Ugh.
You're getting too close to this case,
Go
Will.
fix.
They
Go
switched
fix.
the body
I'm okay, I
from the
think it's pretty
hydraulic
minor. I just feel it.
Is that
After the body
safe
was
for
swapped,
TOS?
The press
I don't know,
and
is it?
were started
You
I don't
You
know. They
shouldn't-
said something about bodily fluids, and I don't.
You shouldn't let
So it just
blood run
looks
back
like
through your
press stopped for a
sinuses, because
moment.
that's really not good for like your throat and stomach.
Yeah, you should lean forward.
You
Well, then
should
it would be
let
all
it
over me.
bleed out.
Don't
Well,
get that
yeah,
really
you should
fixed
let
with
it
the
bleed
paper
out.
something.
I know,
You
I
will
know.
Literally
I
cough
understand.
up blood
That's what
later.
I've been saying this
Yeah,
whole
no.
time.
What are you
But-
doing to yourself?
When did you ever say that?
I will stop watching your stream.
It'll stop in just a second.
Camera position did seem odd to me.
Will
We'll
it?
stop if you lean the right
Now I
direction.
get it.
Well, I'd
The
have to go
trick
get.
wouldn't
I have to run
work
out and go
unless
get
it was
stuff.
stood up there.
Go,
Go do it.
you fool!
Hold on a sec. I think it'll stop in just a second. Honestly,
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I think so. I really do think so.
Give you tissues for your birthday.
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Would have been
Isn't
like
What?
here-ish.
Wouldn't it just be on the yellow rail?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Damn it!
What?
What?
You gotta go right by the thing.
Oh, it had to be on top of the control panel. Yeah.
They said it was too close last time. I feel like that's the same thing.
Well, no, they said it was
Yeah.
too far from pressing the stop button.
Oh, never mind. That I felt like that was like right where you said
video
that the other
camera
time.
must have been
I
set
guess
up
you were a little
somewhere
bit.
I was
out
just
of
very
here.
slightly off.
To operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like
That's
normal,
not
they
actually
would have used a
Bad
better
angle,
angle.
not gonna lie.
Good angle.
And
Good
if it
film
was
angle.
recorded at such an odd
Borderline
angle,
Dutch tilt.
then that proves the
Yeah,
trick was
hold on a
used.
sec, guys. I gotta go take care of this. It's not stopping.
Yeah, we'll do
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Oh, crazy.
Go. Almost like we said it was. We get a tissues for Will in this chat.
I should probably talk to a doctor about my nosebleeds.
I think you should just get like a humidifier. Have you tried that? Have you tried making sure your environments aren't dry?
It's not like environment based.
If
I don't
you're
think.
breathing in dry air all the time, you're making your nose very dry, which makes it so that your nose go. Ah!
But I get a nosebleed like once every 2 months.
I don't
Like on
think
the
you
same
need to see
day.
a doctor about that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I do though, because every time it's big enough that no matter which way I like tilt my head or get blood out, I like cough up a small amount of blood afterwards every time.
I mean, that's what happens to me.
Oh.
Ben is getting
Wacky.
tuberculosis.
I get bloody nose.
I've only had a bloody nose one time in my life, so I cannot
I
help.
get them like once every week or so.
Usually it depends on the weather for me.
One time in my
don't
life.
usually.
It was scary. A scary day. I was like, what is wrong with me?
I got one at a pool once.
Oh,
That makes sense.
scary.
That's
There's
happened
a
to me
lot of
before.
I wasn't in the pool though. I was just spectating.
I was in the pool when it happened to me. I made the pool really red.
Bloody noses, y'all. Gotta take care of these.
I mean,
How more humid do you want me to get than a fucking pool?
You don't want it
that's
to be
not,
humid.
That's not the humidity. That's the chemicals in the pool.
Yeah.
for me, usually it came
I
from
thought you said
allergy.
tentacles in the pool, and I was so fucking confused.
The tentacles in your pool went right
No,
up your
it-
nose.
Yeah, I also know it wasn't the chemicals in the pool because it was a swim meet and I was spectating my brother. Like it wasn't. I
Well,
wasn't
the
in, like
chemicals
a.
in the air of
So
the pool.
extra chemically. You can smell that when you're
It was at
walking
the
near
U of M.
the pool. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that makes sense. The U of Montana.
Yo, we saying the University of Florida? I think it's the University of Florida. They just made a new pool.
I don't keep up with all the state universities.
Me neither.
Do you think the ginger beer that I put in the fridge is cold yet?
When
Ginger
did you put
beer.
it in the fridge?
Oh,
When I got
said,
back from Cub.
I thought you said
Probably.
It's
ginger.
slightly colder.
I thought you said ginger beard. And like you
I thought you
That's
said
the
ginger
fridge.
and then you said the fridge.
Yeah.
You put Kyle in the fridge?
Yeah, I did. I put Kyle in the fridge.
He's probably cold enough.
Cold enough to consume.
Hmm.
You must consume your Kyle's cold.
That implies that there's someone that you prefer to consume warm.
I don't like that sentence.
I mean, it depends.
I think I would take
I
better
don't
than-
like that. Hmm.
Oh, why is my camera off? That thing should be on. What's wrong with that sentence?
Well, I can't say. Well, I can't say anything about that. I was gonna try to say something about that, but I'm not gonna start it. Nope.
Oh no.
Bro, what did Seth say?
Sound.
Why did Seth says he's gonna try harder next time? 11 is low enough.
We didn't even level up this session.
I mean, we only fought a Frost Drake.
Yeah, but he wants us to get to level 14, which would mean like by
That's
the end
not
of summer.
happening.
Which
not
means that
happening.
we need to level up 1 to 2 times every session, and that didn't happen. So unless we like
We're
have a
not getting to
fantastic
level. We're not
chat
getting
with
to level 14.
unless we have a fantastic chat with Membrion and get 4 levels from it, like
We're not getting to level 14.
I would like to, because then my character can start being a real character.
We're kind of real right now.
Right now,
Level
like
7's pretty real.
apart from like specifically blacksmithing, I feel like my character is just kind of a less min-maxed version of yours.
I mean, you did spec into the same thing that I did.
Yeah. Except I had to like use 2 or 3 feats and skills to be able to make a well-rounded like background.
I mean, I did the same thing. It's just in different areas.
I suppose it's more so an issue of you probably have a higher int than I do, so you just have higher
Yeah.
skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because mine's 12.
I mean, I'm playing an alchemist. I'm specialized for crafting.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of alchemist.
Is survival int?
No, survival's wisdom, and I have a high wisdom.
The fun of DPS. I have maxed out dex and strength.
Just play support all.
Only for
What are you guys playing?
only for Ethan
Dungeons
to
and or I guess Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Ah.
Only for Ethan to do all the heavy things because I'm a small-sized character.
And you didn't have that weird sleeve thing too.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm alright.
Also, yeah.
Just
he actually
happens.
could have put the dragon in his sleeves.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, well.
Yeah?
Who would you consume warm?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Janae refused to elaborate.
What?
Who would I what?
Do not put it that way.
Consume warm.
We were talking about consuming
Consuming what?
talking about consuming Kyle cold. And the way Janae said it made it sound as if there's people that are better consuming warm. So who would you consume warm?
What?
I can't hear what you're saying. Who would I consume more?
Warm,
Oh,
as opposed to cold.
consuming warm. Is that like drinking coffee?
Like, if you are eating their body. Like
Oh,
cannibalism,
who would I
Would you
consume?
prefer it warm or cold?
Well,
Janae refused to continue the conversation.
I don't really want to eat people, but I mean,
Who? Tell us.
oh,
That's
like
not the
who?
point of this. Yes, we want names.
Tell us.
I'm gonna say Sven.
Sven?
Yeah, because
Sven's
he
a
started
warm-
this,
a
so
warm type of consume?
I think he gets to be eaten warm.
Okay, who would you consume cold? Who's a cold consumption? like you'd put him in the fridge.
Chill them for later.
Yeah. Who?
For Dante, it's Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know how it became Kyle, but it's Kyle.
Because you said ginger beer, and I thought you said ginger.
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Kyle. That works.
You go with Kyle. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Kyle's someone you consume cold.
Cool. Now that the non-us viewers have left, let's continue the trial.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 sec.
Do you think, Will? Do you think my ginger beer is cold enough to consume yet?
Yeah, I think so.
I would imagine so. It's
Are
been
you
like
sure?
it's been
Yes.
over an hour.
A trick was used.
Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
This is true.
There was a reason the camera was set up there.
Is that why
And
she
also
doesn't have a
reason for the
personality?
Because her talent is useless. For
When the
this
press was
specific
stopped,
situation.
You couldn't really see who was inside it, correct?
I mean, I guess.
That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position, so it would produce that angle.
I
That's why
wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that
What?
logic is correct,
What?
right? Kokichi used that video angle trick
What?
and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In
What
that case,
reference?
Kaito is...
Might still be dead, Maki. Don't get your hopes up.
Before he
Yeah,
was
definitely
crushed
still
by the
dead.
press, he was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive.
That, guys, that's not necessarily
Guys, you're-
true.
Well, wait just a minute.
Yeah.
Shuichi say, don't
I
hope.
just summed it up so nicely.
I mean, it's possible, but it's not.
No, it's
Shuichi's
not.
The different body you mentioned. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I don't think Shuichi's just gonna pull up the fact that Kaito is still poisoned.
So he...
He's not the mastermind.
Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
It's a body.
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies
Yeah, like
are
on the garbage.
gone? Then who did
They just
Kaito
tossed
switch
him down the
places with?
chute.
Blasted off to space.
No, they were given respectful burials.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure.
Ichi. Well, the other person.
The
in
other person
hangar.
in the hangar.
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
You missed a lot of very important things. That's okay.
Whoa! Big ol'. How are the bodies swapped if only two people were in the hangar? What am I spelling here? I think it was Kokichi, but...
Howard. Paused video? Video paused?
I don't see a D. I a V and an
Camera?
I.
Wait, what's the
Camera?
E
Nope.
M C T.
So it's victim.
Victim.
Yeah, I guess.
Victim switch?
That doesn't make sense.
SWITCH.
Is this one, right? Yeah.
Wait for a second.
I see an
Yeah,
H.
victim switch.
Oh, I guess that would
see-
make sense if it we're saying
There's
like,
a
oh, it
P.
was actually
There's a
Kokichi.
Wait,
P.
oh, there is a P.
There's a P. There's a P.
Victim.
And an L.
Victim.
E D P.
Victim placed.
What is
Victim.
that?
Why would there be an H there?
Well, we don't not gonna use all the letters, right?
There's only an H. And there's no A's anymore.
HPDL. Victim pled? That's 5.
Do you like a hint?
No, I
You
think
got
we'll
this. You got
figure
this.
it out.
You
We'll
got
figure it
this. Just try a letter.
We got
try
3
letter.
minutes.
Yeah.
Try letter.
Try P.
Hit a letter.
Oh.
Maybe
that
not
was
that
not a P.
Well,
I mean-
okay,
That was a
you said
D.
try a letter.
We did say
I was
that.
hoping you'd hit the right one.
Well,
So
it's
yeah.
not P or
Me
D.
too.
Hit that one.
Victim helped.
Good job. And you could do it. I see it now.
That's right.
I can't believe I overlooked this.
What do you mean?
Oh, me
There were
neither,
only 2
Shuichi.
people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped, which means they were working together.
Is that what that means? Couldn't one of them have
I
already
mean,
been dead?
It's not what it means necessarily, but
It's apparently what it means for the context of this trial.
I mean, it's not necessarily out of
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped, then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera.
So
at
one of them
different
just
times.
decided to die. And in this case, considering Kaito was the original person, and that implies that that Kokichi just decided to let the machine kill him.
Well, I think there's more to what's happening.
Yeah.
An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
That doesn't make sense to me.
The victim and culprit
think
cooperated?
There's still more
Wait,
about
yeah, no, it
Kokichi
does make
we
sense
don't
because
know.
the person would have to lie down and then someone else would have to pause the video.
I mean, motivationally wise, it doesn't make sense. Is what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm saying like Kokichi would have just had to decide to kill himself there after taking the
Makes sense
antidote.
to me.
It sounds
I mean, it
bizarre,
kind of
but
makes sense.
perhaps
It does
that was
seem
the
kind
whole
of like a
point.
Kokichi-ish thing.
Commit a crime that was so confusing. Even
But
I
do
mean,
you think
I
that's
guess
not
if
what-
his goal was to be confusing.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk.
He also said he would do whatever
Have you
Kaito's plan
realized who
was.
done it yet?
That's true, he did say
And
that.
Kaito probably wanted to clear Maki of everything, so he decided to kill them, both of the 2.
Them.
I know.
I don't know, it sounded like Junko to me, but I
The
guess.
apparent victim we
I
saw
mean,
in the video was Kaito.
They're under the assumption
Means-
they're in the exercise.
Yeah.
Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first. If the 2 of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito. So, the person inside that exosome isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So the
That's
culprit
I
for
don't
this
think Kaito's
case
acting
is
skills are that good.
Yeah.
it's, yeah,
Kaito
it's too
Momota.
stupid.
That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking,
I mean,
right?
that's true at
You
least.
can't be
Amuri, I
serious.
predicted this in chapter 3. Come on.
I don't want to believe that either. But it's the only way any of this makes sense.
I don't understand why we couldn't have just had like.
I think they're making some assumptions here.
Hold on. Well, I
Wait.
guess.
What? What is the
I'm
question?
trying to think of if the alternative is that could this wouldn't have worked if one of them was dead beforehand, right? Because they wouldn't have been able to unpause the thing.
Yeah.
The second
So
person
I
would have had
guess
to die after
they would have had
the
to be
crushed
working
person
together,
was
yeah.
dead. So technically they could both be dead. It would just have to
One
be
of them would have had
after
to
the
have died
crushed
from the poison.
scenario. or from their lying illnesses.
Or that.
You know.
Underlying
That kind of
illnesses
thing.
of tuberculosis.
From poison.
That Kaito is the culprit.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit.
What?
There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you?
Now your argument turns.
Well, I
I saw
mean,
it with my own eyes.
because she shot.
She does not want
Kokichi drank the
Kaito to
antidote
be
that I
the
stole
culprit.
from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But we're not investigating
You
Kaito.
didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently.
Oh, she's leaving.
In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
He's going to her punishment.
Huh? I don't understand.
Yup.
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
No.
Huh? Are those the only options?
No,
I
there.
guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote! There's no
He
mistake.
kind of does have a point,
Kaito
though.
is dead.
Well, it said the poison took a long time to act.
I
It didn't
think
specify how long, so there's a time limit we
Killed
don't
Kaito.
understand.
There's absolutely no doubt.
Well, also, like,
That's
even a fast-acting poison, I imagine, would take, like, several minutes.
Depends on the.
There's
I suppose if it was,
depends
like,
on the
snake
poison, and
bites.
it depends on if you're trying to say medical death or brain death.
I suppose.
Okay, but could he reasonably be talking and just being fine throughout
Yeah,
the whole trial?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think that's him.
Yeah, no,
I think he's
I thought.
So she
I thought
kind of does
our-
have a
Maki,
point there.
You don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
What are
Oh.
you talking about?
Let's get some
Possible.
DNA testing on this
That's
bitch.
impossible.
You're an
There is
assassin
no
if you
other
never
possibility.
faked drinking
I
a
killed
drink.
Kaito.
Oh.
I killed
Oh,
Kaito.
God.
I think they
You're the one
jumped to
who's
this a
wrong.
lot quicker than I expected they would from.
He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility. What do you know? I killed Kaito!
I'm trying, alright?
You're the one who's wrong.
Ugh.
He died from my
Oh, I
poison
never
arrow.
miss.
I never said that.
There's no.
Could we flash back to that clip,
Doesn't matter
please?
what you
Thank
say.
you.
I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying.
I really hate that there's 5
doesn't
beats
matter
in
what
between
you
each
say.
set.
I'm telling you, this is the truth. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to
Why
believe
would you
I
keep a
didn't kill
gun
him,
on your inner thigh?
but I won't run away from the truth anymore.
Look
Whoa, these are
Janae.
fast.
Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene.
But like, unless she's a
God.
well,
I know
she's
I'm
probably
not
trained
wrong.
for both hands.
I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I
Whoa,
won't run
whoa,
away
whoa,
from
whoa.
the truth anymore.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Because I know
Wah!
what I saw. I was at the scene.
You good there?
Yeah, it's
So I
very
know
fast.
I'm not wrong. I I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Pretended to drink the antidote.
It ends here.
I mean, you can't prove it either way.
He's like the most clothed.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
He pretended to drink it?
You can't
Drinking the
prove
antidote
that.
was part of his lie.
So,
Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote.
that
After
is something
Maki
you would
left,
do.
he gave the antidote to Kaito.
Why would you do that? Question.
Because he has an
There's
arrow
a
in his
strong
back.
possibility that all of this was done
Also, like, through his
With how
lung
deep
and
that
his
is, yeah, it's
shoulder.
probably in his heart.
to make
It's like going
Kaito
through the other side, and
cooperate.
he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Wait, to make
Make
Kaito
him
cool.
cooperate. The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character. And Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
But didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
That's
I
why we
imagine
don't
this
know
was
enough
all
about
part of Kokichi's
Kokichi.
plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
Yeah, we would.
You went
Eh.
We just played
give up his
B2.
life
Yeah.
just to create this mystery?
Yes, that actually is 100% in character,
Think of something
Kibo.
so nefarious. Who else would agree to die just to execute their plan?
Why would he go there?
Fucking Kaito.
Yeah, who
and
else
the
would
other
do
characters
that?
in this game?
Who else would do that?
Like,
Like-
Mako is sitting here like, oh jeez.
Maki's
Yeah,
like,
start
this is awkward.
Smugi.
We don't know about Smugi yet, alright? Don't get too crazy.
Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad. Shuichi figured out the truth.
Did he?
Are you sure it's not delusion?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Junko.
Why is
It's
that
Junko.
bolded?
It's Junko because that's what she
Extras?
said in the
I'm
second
fine
game.
with being an extra.
Is it? Did she?
Yes, that is how she referred to Hajime and the
Thank you,
rest of the
Himiko.
B2 cast
Oh.
as extras,
Huh? What?
with
If
Makoto
they're
being
just
the main character.
extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth.
But why? You are being so friendly with us.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you.
Oh.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
I think
I
that
don't
you
get
killed
why
Kaido was a little fast.
I don't get why
I was
after
expecting
hearing
a
that
little more.
Shuichi's like, I'm still gonna do this.
So, okay.
Like, this doesn't make sense to me for Shuichi, but I don't know.
So,
You gotta have a panel, you know what it is.
Please go to a not locked panel.
right, yeah, there's Electrobomb and Exisol. Oh, which would have been this. The other one is
That would
Electrobomb.
be by the. No, that would be on the panel with the.
What? It's the blackened guy with Kaito's jacket. Seriously?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's come on. Let's see.
No,
Was this earlier?
no, it'd be way later. I think.
Past it.
Or was it? Is it at the beginning?
Yeah,
No.
I believe either that or at the very
It
end.
said after Maki left, what did he do? I thought.
Did they really not talk about the
Oh,
cord
yeah.
being cut on the press?
They didn't talk about what?
The cord being cut on the press.
Oh, they
Nope.
didn't.
Why did they include that?
Again, to throw you off.
I mean, I guess, but
That's strange.
I don't know. It just feels like they jumped a little fast.
Well, I'm confused why Shuichi's still doing this because he just heard the Exisal be like, yeah, I'm doing this because of X reason. And he's still like, well, I got a minigame to do.
Because you need to do this minigame. It's a good enough to try.
He's like, people like this minigame. I gotta do the minigame. And it's gonna.
Wait,
fuck
so
everything
why
up,
don't you
but I
think it makes
care.
sense for him to do this right now?
Because he's basically giving Monokuma the whole thing that Monokuma doesn't know. Because he's the only one smart enough
the
to do
answer
it.
that Monokuma doesn't know.
I see.
And,
So,
Kaito's trying to like stop the killing game by making Monokuma not know who the culprit is.
But Shuichi's like, it's okay, Monokuma, I got your back. And it's like, why? It's like, you moron. Just do it this way. Just like take a chill pill, Shuichi. You can like actually not solve something and like just like chill. You can go take a nap
so
in
I
your
guess
room.
it's to leave the trail of blood. Huh. Huh. This one is complex, I will not lie.
Feels they didn't have enough time to do it as like thoroughly as they would have liked. Like it feels like they had to rush through the end bit. That's the second arrow.
Yeah.
The first.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. Yep, right there. No, no, still for what?
Kaito
Oh,
was
yeah,
hit by
there
the
you go.
second.
This is the truth of the case. Let's
Thanks,
go over the
Grandpa.
trick that
Thank you,
Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window.
Someone.
That someone is the culprit
Well,
of this
we know that
case.
it. Okay.
Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight.
Challenge you to fight. You have no weapons and I have a crossbow.
Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an Exisal and climbed inside. She knew exosols could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their
Kokichi looks really chill with this.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
Kokichi like, you ain't gonna shoot me. And then he's like, oh.
While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm.
Ow.
If they really
Would have
wanted
been
to
bad
kill
if he
him,
missed.
they would have
Yeah.
shot him in
And
his
he's
body.
like, ouchie. Whoopsies, I did a murder.
Oopsies.
Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal.
And got shot in the back.
But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back.
That's called
and
being
it
a
was no normal
quadriplegic
arrow.
for the rest of your
His
life.
hip was covered in
Oof.
lethal
Or
poison from my
paraplegic, I
lab
suppose.
called
That's probably the correct
strychnine
word.
poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Black End, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi.
Great job, Kaito. You really did good.
Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The strychnine poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both.
Great going, Maki. You killed two
But in
people
that
today.
desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game.
And
Or
imagine
should I
being on
say,
the verge of
help him
death, and
defeat
you're like,
Monokuma.
alright, hang on a sec, we can work
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah. It gets on a whiteboard and is like sitting there like,
It's
alright,
like,
sit here.
hang
I
on,
got this.
I'm gonna totally own Monokuma.
Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar. So she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it.
Snatch.
Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only
Surprise
antidote was now
Pikachu.
gone.
Yeah, it literally is a surprise Pikachu, please.
She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow, but it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the Strychnine poison, the whole plan would be ruined.
How would anyone else know?
After fabricating the
Well,
scene
the
in
point
the
is that
bathroom,
it's
the
impossible
culprit
to
dragged
know.
Kokichi to the hydraulic press.
Well, the plan wouldn't have
This
worked
is
because
how the
both of them
slight
need to be
pattern
alive
bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was
use the
created.
press swap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even after they swapped, Kokichi still could have died, like, before the press went down.
Yeah, what they mean is that it doesn't matter if he dies from the poison after they do the swap, but because the
Well,
way
it
that he
does.
dies doesn't matter. But what it's important is
No,
how.
it does matter.
No, it does, because he could have
It does
literally spent his last breath switching with Kaito.
Well, I mean, either way, it's not solvable, right? Where you don't know that if it's
Yeah, I mean,
if
for
it's
Kokichi's
Maki
plan,
or
it's-
like either way,
for
Monokuma doesn't
Kokichi's
know.
plan,
So
It's okay, but I mean, for the sake of us, it does matter.
yeah.
Kokichi, with the support of the
That's a
culprit,
lot of blood.
stood in front
Yeah.
of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready
think
to
it's gonna
execute the
bleed out.
insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's
I
record
wonder what
button
kind
at
of
the
culprit
same
could be
time.
draping their coat
Yeah.
over their shoulder.
Yeah, I wonder.
The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got
Well,
lower and
at
lower.
least Kokichi
and
decided
just as
not
the
to
culprit
kill Kaito
disappeared
there.
from view,
He very easily could have.
Kokichi pressed the
That
force
would have
stop
been
button
funny.
and the camera's pause button
But there would have been no point
simultaneously.
because
Yeah.
he would have just draped the edge of that mistake.
The two then switched places and also switched
Look at
roles.
Kaito's face at seeing
know.
naked Kokichi.
He's like, you know what? I could kill him just for making me see this.
Yeah,
How does Kokichi get dressed in the morning?
Victim.
I don't know.
He doesn't have abs
The
there.
would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation.
Hello?
Huh? What's up?
We have had problems.
What's happened?
The stream ended on Discord.
Oh, really?
The Twitch one is fine, but Discord is.
1 second.
It was weird.
That's strange. I don't know why that happened.
It seemed like you left the call for a second.
Huh?
Yeah.
I left the call for a while?
For a second.
Oh, that's
For a
weird.
sec.
Okay, well, are we good?
Yeah.
E.
He wanted to win the killing game,
Why did he have that
even if
much
it meant
blood in his
dying
body?
himself.
Yeah.
He lost a lot.
And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera.
See, the double reason why I think Kaito's not in the Exocell is because Monokuma says he doesn't know the culprit, and
Yeah.
if he knows who's in the Exisal, then he should know the culprit theoretically, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And also, there's
And
still
tore the
no reason
hydraulic press's
for.
power
Oh,
cord
there's the cord.
so that it could never be raised again.
Ah,
This would make it
that's why.
impossible
I
for us
guess
to
why,
determine the identity of the crushed body.
And
But there
well,
was another reason
yeah.
the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the
But
press
even
disabled,
with this plan,
the
there's still
culprit
no reason
returned to the
for a video
bathroom to
camera.
flush Kokichi's clothes.
They still what?
I feel like they still could have figured this out without the video camera if there was someone in the Exisal, like if Kaito was in the Exisal.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Finally, they climbed inside of an Exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi.
I don't think so.
They're trying
I
to
don't
deceive Monokuma in order to
I don't
defeat the
think Kaito
true
could do
mastermind.
that.
And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick. The culprit is in that Exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momoto,
Junko.
the ultimate
I don't think it's
astronaut.
Kaito. You're wrong.
Well, he might
Junko
be in there,
Enoshima.
Or it could be.
I mean, I think he could be in the Exisal, but I don't think he's the one.
I'm
doing all
right,
that.
aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Really? Is it really,
It is
Kaito?
possible we're just way overthinking.
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh? You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Yep, that's true.
Is reasoning wrong somehow?
My starting to sound like Hajime.
Yeah.
I'm flawless.
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and
True.
Kaito is...
He is right.
This is so Junko, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kokichi could have had the antidote and just crushed Kaito so that Maki, like, second.
It's possible that like
it's all in the realm of speculation. As
it's possible the camera was on a tripod and it stopped because it saw Kaito was in there and then the cord cut and it crushed him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, anything is.
Well, it's
anything is
possible that Kaito pressed the button.
Well, no, it's
and
it's
then-
not possible that the cord cutting is what dropped it because
You
the
could have just
electro
paused
bombs-
it for a second.
Oh,
not
right, 'cause
switched
the
it,
safety
and then
feature wouldn't
just
have been on.
played it again.
Yeah.
Like he could have stopped the press and then just continued it.
Yeah, at this
Mhm.
moment, you don't have to switch it.
Yeah, like he could have just not done the switch, just left Kaito in there and just paused it for a second, then played it again.
Not
That's-
just
yeah.
possible. It's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay.
You were
This
reluctant
emotion
before,
I've
and now
learned,
you're so
I believe
sure.
you'd call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We
It's
have
hope.
to believe in
Read the
Shuichi.
script, Kiba.
But Shuichi
Well, I
doesn't
don't
believe
care
in
either way.
Shuichi.
But if you guys get it wrong...
Yeah, I mean ultimately it's all speculation. Like we don't know that Kokichi faked drinking the antidote.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's tricky because this is all in the realm of speculation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
literally all of the conclusions
both be
Shuichi
dead.
drawn. Like, there's so much
Well,
speculation in
we
this
originally
one.
thought that they could both be dead.
Wait,
Like
Is
what
why I
what
think
he
it's
said
not-
is
We're just trying to think
what
about
he said
funky
could be
surprises.
could have been what happened, but it's not necessarily what happened.
Yeah, like it's still technically unsolvable.
Yeah.
Because there's
What
it's
will
still
the
in the
result
realm
of
of
this period of
speculation.
time be?
He could be dead in that
Monokuma makes a
exisal.
mistake.
Yeah.
He won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game. Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry
I
I
think
fell
they're
short
also-
of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes.
She is, I think, making assumptions beyond Kaido's thinking.
Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
So Monokuma is dead ass just gonna be like,
Well,
yeah,
Shuichi
okay.
can't be wrong.
Literally.
Shuichi hates
Can I
logic.
just say something? I'd like to have one last
no,
conversation
this,
before we
this
vote.
that's important.
One last conversation?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen. All right,
Things are
let's
about to
pin this
happen.
down. Who is inside that exisal?
You playing as
Kaito,
Monokuma?
right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Ah, Shuichi's on two
Kokichi's the one who
things.
died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
So we have to refute. Oh, we have to lie.
Yeah.
Or that.
Kaito is trying to ruin the game. That's why he's hiding the truth.
Bruh, too late.
Yeah, this is pretty late to
So
flip
late.
it all on its head, Shuichi.
You just
Yeah.
like wrote a book about the case.
Yeah,
published
and
it,
then you're gonna
now you
flip
wanna
it
take
now?
back.
You have published a manga on this case.
You. Oh,
Whatever.
that's fine.
Hold on,
They're
hold on,
like,
hold on,
wait,
hold on.
shit,
What?
we haven't included lying yet.
Kaito's
this
coat,
down.
poison, Kokichi's
Who is
clothes.
inside that exisal?
Kokichi's disappearance.
Just
is what
Kokichi's
that says.
disappearance, yeah.
Yeah.
So if we lie about Kokichi's disappearance,
Kaito's
and say,
disappeared.
you'd imagine if Shuichi's like,
No.
oh, well
I ain't seen
actually,
Kokichi.
I didn't think it was important at the time, but I saw Kokichi about an hour ago.
Bro, Kokichi's my
Bro,
roommate.
if he says that,
That's what you said, isn't it?
What?
Kokichi is the worst liar.
Kokichi's the one
that's
who
what I'm
died.
gonna tell.
Kokichi spotted? Are you serious? Oh, what? What? Huh?
Right there.
Okay.
You
You
missed.
deserve that. You
You
deserve
fucking
that.
missed.
I don't know how I missed.
You only
There's-
have 2 hearts, bud.
There's no way anyone is going to buy this. Wait. Oh,
Just-
right, because it
just-
drains my health when I lie. I forgot. How is anyone gonna...
All right, let's pin this
You
down.
lose all your health.
Hurry and
you
shoot.
Who is
remember-
inside that exisal?
Actually, I think it's Shuichi. Shuichi did this.
That's
Shuichi's like,
Literally
maybe I
dies
killed.
trying to
Kokichi's the
lie.
one.
Go, 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 go.
How?
Reveal the truth.
I'm genuinely curious to see how he's gonna try to get this
Oh
across.
damn, me too.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone.
What?
Deceived you all.
Huh?
This feels like they had
Shuichi, what the
a
heck?
dartboard and they were
Crushed
just
body.
throwing
I-
shit.
Saw
Well, this
Kokichi.
boy is the worst actor ever.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I'm
Wait.
sorry, everyone.
He's not quite as bad as Kaede was.
Or who's
Yes.
the dude who's actually his
He
sister,
threatened
but
me.
actually
Told
the
me that if
dude
I
just
didn't
wants
do what
to
he
be with
said,
his
he'd
sister.
kill us all.
So he believes that Kaito is being stubborn about this so that they'll get it wrong.
No, not that they get it wrong, so that they can't definitively say. Maybe.
No, they couldn't have definitively said either way. I don't
Because
know
if
what he's going
the
for.
logic is that if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he can't kill anybody because
And-
it's not a fair trial then.
And so Shuichi has to lie because if he doesn't, then Monokuma can just say, well, the ultimate detective is right. But if Shuichi says he's lying and they're like, but that doesn't sound right, then they can't use
He
the
wanted me to lie about
logic
what I
anymore.
saw, so that the trial
I
would be
think
more interesting.
Shuichi should have shut up a long time ago, and now he's just realizing that.
But I can't do it anymore.
Well, that's a
I
thing for a
can't
lot
keep
of this
lying
game.
like this.
But in
I
reverse.
have to tell the truth.
But this time he actually should have
Kokichi
shut
isn't
up.
dead. He's alive.
Hold
Not
on.
to tell the truth,
Why
he
did you wait
lies.
until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Kaito is trying to fool Monokuma.
I mean, is it gonna be addressed that there's no way Kaito could act like that? That he's just not that smart.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
See, but now there's absolutely no evidence.
I mean, there wasn't. Yeah.
There wasn't any before.
I mean, he's saying he saw him.
I guess.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
Monokuma's wrong.
So, I mean, if he's leading them into guessing wrong, which will kill all of them, right?
How will
Well,
they
if
know
Monokuma
he's
is
right?
wrong,
How
because
would they
there's.
know?
I mean, Kokichi succeeded. There is literally no way to definitively say one way or the other. But I think,
Person could just live in that exisal
I
for the
think
rest
the
of the time.
person in the exisal knows what happened.
So he's did they say if Monokuma is wrong, then he can't kill anyone?
Yes.
That's what exisal
That
said.
is, and it's a weird situation.
Oh.
We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough.
Well,
Huh?
It's over.
Oh!
Oh, so it is Kaito?
If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished.
Then he just totally
no way I
throws
can let
it
that happen.
into the fire.
I mean, because Shuichi kind of understood what Kaito was trying to do last minute.
Yeah.
And
But
then-
Kaito could have just stayed in there.
Yeah,
and just
but I think,
refused to come out.
I think he was like, I don't want to risk Monokuma still knowing that he was lying. Because Shuichi kind of sucked at what he was doing.
But Monokuma wouldn't have known for sure unless he saw one of them.
Let's
And now
end
he
this.
sees one of them and he's like, well, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I think Kaito was at this point like, I don't want to risk it, so I'm gonna.
I mean, I guess
sacrifice myself.
I think probably at the end of the trial, the person in the exile would have had to come out, right, to verify that.
Technically, Monokuma doesn't really have that authority.
Yeah, he can't.
They're
control
just
the
kind of
exile.
in an exile and he can't control
Well,
the exile.
I assume whoever's in whoever the mastermind is would control the exile and be able to get them out.
No, only the Monokubs can.
Yeah, it was very clearly seen only the Monokubs, or if you physically only exile or had like Kokichi's remote. That was the only way you could control.
And I assume Kaito has a remote now since he's been fucking around with the trial.
So, Kaito could have just stayed in there forever.
Pretty
Well,
much.
no, he would have died of tuberculosis.
Well, yes. His body could have stayed in there forever.
Here's where we find out Kaito's tuberculosis was actually poison and
So,
the antidote helped him.
It really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. All right, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just
This
like
is,
you can figure it all out, Shuichi.
kind
You're
of
really
comically
something
bad
else.
in its execution. I
all you
understand
gotta
what they
do
were
is
trying to
believe
do,
in
but
your
I don't think they
reasoning.
did a
That's
very
what
good job of
detectives
it.
Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started.
Well said. Let's get this started then.
I think
The
it takes
horse racing
the theme
excitement
of
has the blackened
going through the
and
truth no matter
spotless
what.
Face off.
I
It's
mean,
voting
yeah, I still
time.
don't think it was executed well.
How would you have done it?
Not like that. I mean, I would
please,
have.
please
I would have.
elaborate.
I mean, if I were in charge of writing this, right, I would have. There would have been a little bit of a different setup, I think. That would have the trial would have extrapolated more on the possibility of Kaito being alive and Kokichi being dead, aside from it just being like suddenly happening
the
at the end. Because the end just it feels rushed.
Yeah, there should have been more devil's advocate throughout the entire thing.
Well, let's write it out.
Yeah, and also I wouldn't have had Shuichi sort of do that crazy back and forth that he just did.
Well, I think that was
chosen as the
Shuichi learning that maybe
I mean-
the truth isn't the best.
Or the
Maybe.
dreadfully wrong one.
I mean, it depends on how they're gonna do it. I still think it could have been done better.
Huh. Well, that was interesting.
Because I think they were also trying to do something akin to the Nagito trial in levels of like depth and complexity and sort of similarities. But I think it just like the reason was like when evidence wasn't as like, set up as the Nagito. I don't think my wording there makes sense, but
Well, absolutely right.
But you know... Jeez.
why is this
Seriously?
making me sound like Junko? And why are there all these Junko references in this video?
I didn't
Come
think it
on,
sounded like
man.
Junko for most of it.
I think there were
I think
definitely
I could have I
Junko-ish.
could have made it sound like Junko in my mind once you guys made that connection,
I
but
think-
I didn't think it reminded me of
I
Junko.
think just the
because Junko had
intonation.
Junko had so many like different
yeah.
like versions of herself,
But
and
I think there
it
were-
didn't have that at all to me. But that's just my
I-
opinion.
I thought there were some of that. Not like to the same extent, but the sort of intonations, like I think they changed sort of.
I thought it
Junko
sounded like a
acknowledged it.
more blunt Kokichi that was acted and bigger.
Yeah.
That's right. After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean... Hey! What?
Ah.
What? What?
Shit!
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, man.
They made a move without us noticing.
Hold on!
I'm disappointed.
So they would have. It would have been someone who like was interacting with Maki, I guess.
Yeah. I wonder, Janae, if you're looking through this the second time, if you're sort of seeing what they're doing, or if, I mean, obviously you can't say anything, but I wonder if you're seeing it or you feel like
If
they're
you
hiding,
play
they're not
this
showing.
entire game a second time, you can see everything.
Oh.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Alrighty.
Could it be?
Sneaky had the flashback. Like,
Did she?
did she? I don't know. Now I don't remember.
No,
I
Maki
thought
had
she
the
did.
flashback light. Maki
Okay.
found it. Because Maki was like, hey, Shuichi, stop being depressed.
But where
Look
did she
this light.
find it? And who put it there?
She never said.
Sneaky left it.
Hmm.
Or Mastermind. I'm assuming it's Sneaky at this point.
Which means...
Okay.
And that's what he didn't know about the Remnant of Despair. He doesn't know what it means.
I mean, you know,
But
huh? What? I mean,
Yeah, I guess so.
But
that's right.
I also think it's hard to judge because we just don't know about Pixie's character. Because it's so, and it's established, but it's also so much as not established due to the nature of how he is.
well, you know.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was right about that? That they were being watched?
Yeah.
overruled?
So he can't do things that aren't fair.
Yeah.
But which means
What did you say?
But
Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Listen up. Yeah.
Hey.
You could say.
You guys.
That's next trial.
Yeah.
Well,
Well then. Incomprehensible.
ahem.
what?
Hey,
Well, because of you guys didn't do that. You would have been the Black and Rocky.
What? Don't screw around.
ah. well, you know.
What?
I think this is an interesting situation that I can't really fully judge, I guess, until I get the whole picture. But
Yeah.
as of now, I think it was a little sloppily.
Ruin this killing game.
move! Damn.
At least I wasn't boring, right?
You weren't, bud.
That punk.
Nah. Jeez.
So the mastermind couldn't see them in the hangar, right? Because of the
No.
electro bomb?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Damn it.
What?
Could it be?
What are you talking about?
My bad.
And you believed him?
Yeah.
You said you were fine as you were coughing.
It's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just
But you
coughing
know-
up blood for no reason.
Could it be?
What?
Yep.
Oh.
If I remember correctly,
Oh, great, now they all have it.
Yeah, I think some of them were like immune to it.
Weren't
for
they
some reason.
chosen because they were immune?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Kaito wasn't.
No.
Could it be?
But
Well, to tell you the truth,
What did you say?
Jeez. But you know,
This part makes sense.
hey, so
He did this as he was dying. He wrote a script for the trial and like a book
He
on how
said
to
he
do the
was
crime.
planning it the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is something that has been set up because like the whole, I mean, it hinged upon him being the mastermind, so he's planning something along those lines.
Yeah, so he probably wrote like a basic script ahead of time. This outline was
Well
probably.
So he might
was
not
like,
have necessarily considered himself dying, but he, I mean, like anticipated it, like wanted that to be the outcome. But I think he anticipated it could have been a possibility and prepared for that situation.
Well then.
That's right. Got it.
I think there's been hints to this before.
I'm sure there have been.
Even if I messed stuff up during the trial, I knew Shuichi would see
That's
the
my
truth.
sidekick.
why?
Then
Nah.
What's that mean?
I mean,
When
Yes.
got it.
You
Did
set up
Kokichi
chapter
say
6
he's-
successfully.
Yeah.
What?
Did Kokichi say he had? Was it Gonta right on the stone?
No,
No, he
No.
didn't say that.
Did I read that wrong?
he sacrificed Gonta, because last trial he had Gonta do a murder.
Okay.
He wrote on the stone and he knew Gonta would
I
find
mean, I think Kokichi is thinking beyond just what's happening here. I think because Kokichi figured out, oh, this is, people are watching the Gats game. That means that there are more people out there. So I think he's thinking exposing the mastermind beyond just like in the game. I think like in the terms of the whole world being set up, exposing the mastermind.
But
And also makes me think this isn't the first sort of killing game situation that is happening. Besides the 1 and 2, I think this might have been a reoccurring thing that could, or something like in that lines, if you know what I mean. Like there's
What?
multiple death games
Yeah.
that Kokichi's trying to like end once and for all.
Hey,
Hey, so
shit.
huh?
Shit!
Hmm.
I think that's an interesting twist. That he wasn't. I mean, he was antagonistic, but he was not necessarily like totally. Like, sort of the opposite of Nagito, where he seems like he's going to be antagonist. Like Nagito seems like he's like weird, but not like totally against everyone.
Yeah.
Kokichi seems like weird, but like not like really for everyone the whole time. And then at the end, they both switch to being
It's a lie!
sort of.
But
I do think they created a character that can have a lot of long, drawn-out Tumblr posts made about
Yeah.
it
Yeah, I
that
think
I'm
Kokichi is one
glad-
of their most interesting characters.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I was not playing Danganronpa before I had good critical thinking skills, because I think it would have ruined my brain.
Huh?
Sorry
I
to
mean-
anyone high school age or younger watching or playing Danganronpa. but,
Yeah.
I do not envy you. Do not center your identity around this.
Mhm.
I think
Too
you
late
are
for
missing-
many of
Yes,
many,
I know it
many.
is too late for many of you, but I think I think this is a game that should have been played when you are older and have more life experiences, better judgment skills. Because I think otherwise you will not necessarily get the most out of it.
Yeah.
And I might be biased, but I would not have wanted to play this in
That's
high
right.
school. Looking back, I think it would not have been a good thing for me to
Yeah.
experience that.
My bad.
Aw, they're
That's wrong.
making up.
Hey,
And now he's gonna cough blood and die.
Is he gonna drown in blood? Is that his punishment?
Oh.
See, there it
See?
is.
Kaito! What?
No,
Does
he's
he
not okay.
fucking lift up?
You sure are.
I won't let
Yeah.
you kill him.
He's gonna die no
Road
matter
fell
what.
down.
He's gonna die before the executions really stick it to him.
Somebody hold her back.
Cut it out.
Kaito. That's it.
He's dying either way. Oh my.
Shuichi, I don't think you got much choice in the matter.
Yeah.
What was that?
Hey, hey!
Huh?
What does that mean?
That's nice.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh. Monocubs? Yeah.
Unfortunate.
With our powers combined, we are the
No.
Huh?
Really?
No!
I don't want to have to live this out anymore.
By the way,
Hell yeah!
What did you say?
Hey, thank you so much!
What was that?
You guys.
oh well.
Because they're not all dead.
Yeah.
Hey, hey! Shing!
Shut up. I won't let you kill him.
Ooh.
He's gonna die no matter what.
No.
You?
No.
Oh.
Huh?
I was waiting for a line like that.
Oh.
What?
Someone is stubborn?
Oh.
What?
No. I won't let you kill him.
My bad.
She's gonna die anyways.
Sorry. Ben.
Hey, so
I mean, you're right, but.
that's right. Don't worry about it.
His hand just covered in blood.
Come on, man. I believe in you.
Okay.
I'll endure it.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Dong dong dong.
Hey! Get ready!
Oh.
Please.
Please do not worry.
Shuichi!
Okay.
The impossible is possible!
Okay.
Okay, All Might.
No.
Maki roll!
Sorry.
All right! I'm Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
Okay, okay.
Get ready!
It's
Yep.
punishment time!
Hey, they cleaned all the blood off of them.
Oh, it's the.
Is this the
Yeah.
the one from? Yeah.
Oh, gee. A reference.
Blast
Yeah,
off second ignition.
Yeah, the what's its face? Her dad.
Yeah, Kyoko's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Actually, this
Nope.
is an unused execution for a character from the second game.
Oh. Who was the character?
Shark Boy. What's his name? The
Oh,
engineer.
Kazuichi.
Yeah.
Ah.
This
Oh
is
my god, it's
this is
also a
something
Gurren
close
Lagann
to-
reference because it's
this is
Kamina.
something close to his execution.
Did we just
what his
drill through the
execution would have
fucking
been.
earth?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It went out the other side.
He's like, fuck you. I'm not gonna die to your execution.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cough up blood and die.
Oh!
Oh, that's gonna. In the Hoge!
Oh!
Not the Hoge!
That was
He
the
is
real
angry.
execution.
He pissed.
Bro, they fucking killed his Hoge.
That was the true
Oh
loss.
my god. They're gonna.
Oh,
Wait,
Kibo's dead
Kibo's
now.
gonna be No, Kibo's gonna be fucked up now. He's gonna be like, not like, oh, I believe in hope now. He's
Oh,
lost his
maybe.
Hoge.
I don't know.
That's his connection to Makoto.
He's not
Is the
Makoto anymore.
Hoge.
He's Nagito.
Oh.
Oh no, 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 no.
Nagito transformation.
Please no.
Yeah?
Because
Okay?
Yeah.
It's good voice lines.
Hell yeah!
Hey!
That's right.
Well,
That's wrong.
Oh!
Ooh, that's a good sprite.
Enough of your bullshit, Monokuma.
Yeah, that's a new sprite.
That's it.
You're right.
Mastermind or Kibo?
Well, actually...
No, I don't think Kibo's the mastermind, but I do think he's
No, I
gonna
said the
do
mastermind
something
or
next.
Kibo.
Ah, yeah.
they're so cute. Ooh, fidget, fidget.
Oh no.
Ah.
My widow cubs.
I support this Monokuma angrily vocally keyboard smashing.
Yeah.
Why, you?
You're really bugging me.
Huh?
Oh. Oh, something big's about to happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we gotta have our end of chapter reveal.
What?
What? Could it be?
Yahoo!
What if it was just like a fucking flashlight? He was just like shining it in their eyes.
He's
just like-
trolling you.
It's
He's
just a
like,
it's a
"It actually
placebo
doesn't-"
flashback light.
He was like, "Fuck, I forgot to load it with the memory. It has a delayed effect."
Ah.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh,
there she is.
yep.
I guess.
I guess Junko's alive. Repeat over and over. Alive is right. Is that what you're saying, Junko?
Such despair.
Unless it's Samugi cosplaying as Junko.
She can't cosplay as real.
Yeah, I know.
Junko is never real.
Spud might be onto something.
Kaiser, I think
Junko
Junko's an
was
anime
actually a
character.
collectively held fever dream.
Junko is never real.
They're all like, we're
and
not
it's been
gonna succumb to
Samugi all
this
this
thing.
time, and she's just always been cosplaying as Junko.
That would be a twist. We're not gonna
I don't
lose
know,
them to
Janae's awfully
despair.
quiet.
Cut the
What?
dice.
Sorry, I blanked out for a second. There's a fly across the room from me, and I was
Okay.
trying to keep track of
Okay.
it.
Sorry.
What?
I guess we'll just have to see.
Well, they both wanted you to do this.
Hey.
I mean, it was Shuichi discovering the truth that. I mean, did Kaido want him to figure it out?
Yes.
What?
Why?
No.
I don't think
He
so,
said-
right?
I mean,
don't
he-
think so.
He
Kaido
said
was
he
just
said I
gonna
knew
go
you
Kaido-
would, but like
I mean, Kaido's. I don't think he. I mean, I think he knew he would, but I don't know if he wanted him to. But
Kaito knew he was gonna die either way,
yeah, so
Mhm.
so he was like, "I'm dead either way."
hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
I can't believe they killed Kibo's Ahoge, man.
Yeah.
I'm so
And I can't believe
lonely.
killing his Ahoge is gonna make his personality 180.
That's right.
He seemed to be
Now-
talking normally.
I
His
mean,
eyes were
He's
were
glowing.
TV static.
Well, maybe his eyes are just.
He had an
Right.
aura.
Okay.
He literally had a aura.
Well,
around him.
maybe that's his RGB connection.
now,
Oh.
now Kibo's gonna fucking snap and like try and kill them all, because the world's fucked. Or some
You're
shit,
Still
right.
I
going to
don't know.
self-destruct in a day.
Yeah, Kibo's the real Nagito. The Ahoge turned him into Nagito
He's like,
from the coma.
he's like, I can't be like my idol anymore.
Ah,
Training time.
Huh?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
okay.
Fuck Kibo.
One of these people was the mastermind. So,
Yeah.
I'm Himiko.
Yeah.
Smookie's form sucks ass.
Yeah.
Why is her
There's
back
only
so
so much you
arched?
can do with
What was
boobs
Shuichi's?
when
Is
you're
her-
doing
is
a
her back
push-up.
arched?
I mean,
I don't think
We
her
can't
back
really
is
see.
arched.
well, I
I
mean,
think
all of
gravity's
her
just
backs.
taking effect.
Can't really
No,
tell.
I think all of it. I mean, realistically, their shoulder, like, I mean, if you look at like her shoulders are a lot higher than like the rest of her sort of like collarbone area. They should all like her shoulders should be pushed forward and like her. You should
Like
see
Shuichi's
her-
actually the closest one to correct form.
Yeah.
Anyway, the
They're all meant to
plot.
be square. What plot?
Despair
Because
cannot
Maki's
defeat me.
shoulders are
I
too
will hold
far
on and
forward.
survive no matter what.
I think Himiko got the best form.
She did.
Let your
Himiko
sweat
was the
wash
most
away
accurate
all your
form.
sadness, fear, worry, and hardship.
Why is
Just start
Shuichi doing
moving
a
your
push-up
body
in this
and
memory?
pain will become
Or not a
memories
push-up, a
before
sit-up.
you know
Yeah.
it.
Just they were
Then
doing
you should
sit-ups.
train too.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
don't have anything to
Maki
worry about.
is like...
I mean,
Because Maki's
I'm
like, what the
Kaito
fuck is this nerd
Momota,
saying?
luminary of the stars.
Maki probably already
No
finished her
fair,
sit-up.
Kaito.
Yeah, Shuichi's like, oh, you guys are training? Awesome, let's go train.
Uh-oh.
Oh, by the way,
I'm the mastermind. No, just kidding.
Huh?
well,
Oh, she
that's
took off her
so much
jacket
fun.
to train. I didn't even notice.
Oh.
I was wondering
yeah,
why
she
she looked
did.
different.
Well, did you not see as a whole gay fall off?
He's messed up, dude.
Yeah.
He's crying
quiet.
over his
Oh,
ahoge.
uh-oh.
Too quiet. And yet, this silence is quite refreshing. I used to hear my inner voice with perfect clarity. It would fill me with the power of hope. guiding me along
Unironically,
the
it
right path.
made him no longer Makoto.
I
Yeah.
can't hear it anymore. All I hear now is silence.
They're,
That silence means
they're
my will is
probably
now my own.
Oh, did Miyu
Even if
make a
despair
little
is
thing
all
to
we
give
have
him
to
hope?
choose, even if hope
He
no
always had
longer
an ahoge.
Yeah,
exists,
no.
I will never give in to despair.
I think it was part of his like OG design.
I will
I don't know.
end this. No matter what, I will force this to end. This school, this ultimate academy for gifted juveniles,
He's gonna try and kill
is
them all.
steeped in despair.
Nagito
He
style.
has
What?
a Nagito
Oh.
arc.
Oh my god.
He got a
Like,
gun.
He's doing a
dead ass.
Nagito
What?
arc.
The loss of
Oh
the
my God.
Ahoge made him go from Makoto to Nagito.
And I will destroy it.
Kibo? Oh!
Oh yeah, so welcome to chapter 6.
What? You're just blowing things up?
Yeah. He's Nagito now.
Damn, remember when there was that many people?
Yeah.
Shuichi alone on that side of the
Yeah, it
room.
really is. Oh, good. We got his jacket.
Thank
Oh, give
God.
Maki the jacket.
How did they get the jacket out of the hydraulic
I
press?
don't know. Don't worry
Because
about
it's
it.
really
Dude,
hard.
they checked his closet and they were full of jackets.
Probably.
They got a jacket for everybody.
Honestly, if somebody
Chico's
died and I
gonna-
liked their
Oh,
style,
things are
I would be
happening.
like,
Oh, that's Rentaro, right?
Junko?
Makoto! Oh! What? That's not
Makoto is a
Makoto.
bowl cut?
Hang on a
Excuse me?
second.
they psyched you out.
That's not Makoto.
See, even the way I look is normal. Getting into an elite school like this
Is you, Will.
is just a
That's
sign
not
of
me!
luck. I can't
Some
keep
bad
up with my
luck.
classmates' conversations or the teacher's lectures.
Dude,
Like anti-Makoto.
Aw.
buddy, I got bad news for you. Your classmates are all Blackens. You gotta get out of there.
I'm just
Nah, they're gray. They
Your,
ain't like
your,
blue
your,
gray.
your classmates are all the mysterious gray man
They're
who keeps
just-
killing everybody.
Yeah.
They're just sociopaths, not psychopaths. It's fine.
on my case.
Who is this?
I'm fed up.
The
Makoto.
mob from Mob Psycho
I
100.
want to run away from my
Makoto.
daily life.
Is this like young Makoto?
They're gonna go, it was
the-
all a
with the-
dream.
Like
It doesn't look like Makoto, but
All-
he might
all
just have a
Exactly.
stupid
all
bowl
of
cut and be
Dunk-
10 years
all
old.
of
Makoto is a
Danganronpa.
common name.
I mean, yeah, I know.
All of
lighter.
Danganronpa was
wanna
just
run
bowl
away.
cut Makoto's
Run
weird
away.
daydream.
Weird.
Run away and run away and run away. But I'm okay. I
Okay.
have a reason to live. I've got something to look forward to. That's why I'm
That's
gonna be
good.
okay.
Gotta find something.
Is it going home and watching your...
It's Danganronpa.
Thanks
It's
for giving me something to get totally
twitch.tv/BambaClaw.
obsessed with.
Oh my god, it might be Danganronpa, Darren.
Thanks for the
Twitch.tv.
strength to keep going. I'll
That
keep on
classroom
rooting for you.
tile.
So please keep trying your
What if it's
best.
fucking
And
Sayaka he's talking
one
about?
day, I'll also...
Be Nahito. Back to your regularly scheduled distraction. This is the next
Ebo,
chapter. You
calm
gotta
down.
cut it off.
Well,
Unless you're
You
continuing.
want to get this back.
What did you say?
We should cut it My dude, you
What?
you should stop.
What? Stop right
This is
now?
The next chapter.
Well, yeah,
well,
but
this is the next chapter.
I figured we'd go until we had gameplay or something.
This
That's
is
usually when we
gameplay.
stop. Well, I mean, like moving around.
I don't think this chapter follows the same structure as the rest.
I assume there will be gameplay at some point.
I mean, you could try.
Renee is
Sure, I just
indicating
can't-
that perhaps that may or may not happen.
Well, let's go a little further.
Usually the previous chapters ended with the report card, the punishment, and then a cinematic, and that was it.
No, there was
There was a little bit.
There was always a little bit before we
Yeah,
moved around.
It says chapter 6.
I know it says chapter 6, but we don't always immediately stop when the next chapter begins.
We do when we have other friends.
Are we?
Again.
Oh, I mean, I guess we can.
I mean, you can-
it depends on
ahead.
if we're.
I mean,
I figured we'd
maybe
go a little
not
farther
stop
and then
in the middle
stop.
of the scene. Like finish the scene
Yeah,
before.
finish
Yeah,
the scene.
that's what I figured.
But it's just this one doesn't follow the same structure as the rest.
Okay.
Oh damn, they got CGI.
Yeah, we got
people.
3D scenes now. What is he doing?
I think it's pretty obvious what he's doing.
Kibo's like doing stuff. Kibo
Bro.
goes, "Aren't you
Bro.
tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go apeshit?"
An active elderly old man could not do this.
They removed his limiter.
All right.
He took off those weights broccoli style. We ran to the center of the courtyard. We had
Another okay.
Yeah,
was
it's
easier to
it's
aim
like
at us.
it's like go go go.
Gotcha.
For like the whole chapter. So
Okay, well we'll stop.
it
in a-
is your choice.
second.
But I'm just trying to make sure you know that before you continue.
Gotcha.
It's like a battlefield. I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, how much further do people want to go? Do people want to stop now, or do we want to? What's the plan?
I don't know. You make the decision.
Me make the no.
You're the streamer.
Yeah.
And you said you had a headache.
Oh, Lou11, thank you for the follow. Well, let's see. I know Megan wants to finish the game with us. I mean, I imagine it's gonna be pretty all one piece connected here. I don't know. I mean, I am eager to see where we go, but any input from anybody else?
You got questions in the chat.
Oh, okay. You can call me Lex if it's easier. Ask how far you got. Yeah, so we're just starting chapter 6 right now. Favorite character? In this game, probably...
Gonta.
Gonta was really good.
That's
I
what
liked,
Megan would say.
Yeah.
I liked, Karumi.
She's really into maids.
No! That is
I don't
not.
think anyone is a fan
That's
of
not
it.
the
Very
reason.
cool,
I thought she
Theo.
was cool.
Not a fan of those.
It's not because
we
she
don't,
was
we
a
don't
maid.
like either of those two.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone here likes.
I liked Korakyu before he was revealed to be like a total creep. You know. I
I
was
didn't even
hoping
like him
that
before.
I was hoping that he would be more
Really, I wouldn't expect.
harmless.
I wouldn't expect Sumiko to be that popular.
Oh really? Huh.
Yeah, Tenko was really popular, I heard too, which was interesting.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see maybe some Kaede reappearance before the game ends. I don't know.
What? Of her body?
Rips the movie.
I don't know if it'll
I mean, flashbacks to like, I believe. I mean, 'cause
come
they're gonna
back,
look
but
at the They're
think
gonna
maybe
look at the first
flashbacks or
trial.
something.
I
Yeah.
think they're looking at the first trial. So
Yeah, I mean, Rantaro has to show up in this one. Yeah, I can
there
imagine
has to be something
Sabuki's
to do
least
with
popular because
Rantaro.
she has done literally nothing the whole game.
He does not really have much personality.
And
unfortunately.
I assume they're setting up her to be Mastermind here because I don't know who else it could be unless it's Rantaro
Yeah.
or...
No spoilies, no spoilies.
Well, this is just speculation from me.
I know, but like,
Kokichi and Kaito.
I think multiples of us have speculated similar things.
I think we've all
I know what
speculated
happened,
this.
so
Yeah.
I have
mean,
bigger speculations.
Kaede, Tenko, that makes sense.
That checks out, yeah.
I'm surprised Tenko, to be honest.
A
I'm
lot
not
of people
super
like Tenko.
surprised.
I don't know. People like that character arc. I don't know.
She's kind of fun.
I like Maki. I think Maki's cool.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think my favorite is Kokichi, just because he's the
Oh
most.
my god.
I really like Kokichi.
I think he's
as a
the most
character.
interesting.
Okay,
character.
okay, I mean, I guess I can't disagree that he's a really well-developed and well-written character, but still, it's Kokichi.
But he's also a smarmy little asshole, so I don't know.
I mean, yes.
There is a drinking game
But
for
I'm-
every time Tenko says degenerate man.
That's just alcoholism.
Yeah.
Every time Kokichi lies, how would you know? That's
Yeah,
just...
that
Yeah,
one's harder.
honestly.
I mean, I think
You're gonna
I
die.
think
That's alcohol poisoning.
if I had played this game 2 years ago, I would not have said Kokichi. I would have probably said Shuichi. But right now, I think from a writing perspective, from the story perspective, from the thematic perspective, Kokichi is definitely the most interesting and how he interacts with the world and the cast and everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd say he would be my favorite. just 'cause
Shuichi's definitely
Like,
my favorite
Nagito-
of the 3 pro tags.
Yeah.
Or, I
Oh yeah,
guess
out of the
4.
protagonists.
Yeah, as a
Shuichi is
protagonist,
by
Shuichi's
far
definitely the
best.
strongest.
Because,
I would
like,
say he's my
Makoto is,
second
like,
favorite.
boring, and
I
Hajime's
also-
kind of, like,
I do like Kiba.
kind of a bro, and
I think Hajime is funny, but he would not be my favorite by a large.
He's funny, which you...
I was
like,
also
Shuichi's
upset when
kind of...
Kaede
Shut
died.
your sick school life.
Because I was a
when was
piano
this game
major and
released?
it made me angry.
This game was released 2017.
2017? Yeah.
So it's pretty new.
I'm surprised that they said Sumogi's like was EVA film though, because that's like a newer thing for cosplayers.
I mean, they probably wanted it to make it seem like she's really, really on top of it.
Let's see, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I guess we can stop here for now. I figure we'll have our post-chapter discussion before we sign off, though.
I mean, I think the reason I like Kokichi, but I didn't really like Nagito is, I mean, Nagito's fine as a character, but he was unpredictable, but he was also predictable until he wasn't. Like, he followed a very... There wasn't, like, a whole lot of it felt like.
Yeah.
Like,
there were some times it felt like he was being unpredictable for the sake of being unpredictable.
He was
You
a
knew what
wild...
sign he was on,
Yeah,
eventually.
he was a wild card, but he wasn't ever super unpredictable, and it didn't feel like there was a whole lot of depth to him. Kokichi, it feels like there's a lot of depth and like multiple layers going on, so I think that just makes him more interesting.
So it seems
I mean,
like...
Nagito is more of a meme.
Yeah. It seems like Kokichi was aiming to end the game, right? That was his ultimate goal. Is that he realized that it's being televised, and I think he may have realized that this is a reoccurring thing, because now we know that Junko is somehow doing this.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just alluding to that, but I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah, so he's trying to sort of break this cycle by creating a situation in which the killing game can't continue because it's unsolvable and Monokuma was incorrect.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Kokichi is... I think it's interesting because he was antagonistic, but he was also not antagonistic. He was willing to do whatever it took to act out his objective, but his objective wasn't necessarily a bad objective, morally speaking. But it was also bad for the characters in the cast because to act that out, it would would involve like killing multiple people.
Hmm.
I think he's seeing beyond the scope of the game.
May I remind you that we have not seen Kokichi's lab yet.
That is true.
Oh, that's true.
And we haven't seen any trouble. The issue is he actually the like is there another ultimate going on there too?
There probably is. I just don't know if it's Kokichi
Yeah.
specifically.
I don't
Hmm.
know.
Did we figure out exactly what Rantaro's was? I know we saw his
No.
lab. We
Not
don't
at
know
all.
what it
His
is,
did not
right?
door
see
was
his lab.
covered in blood and had like a knife on it.
Well, it was red.
His
was
ultimate,
red, which
ultimate
is not blood in this
stabby boy.
I believe it had like little blood splatter designs on it.
Well, I
That
think
could just be your mind making it look like blood splatters.
Well,
that
my
is also
mind,
paint splatters.
my
I mean
mind,
that is a design choice.
my mind says that it was bright red and looked like splatters, which reminded me of blood.
Okay, but the pink blood in this world
Okay, but
says
regardless of the pink blood
Yes,
in the
but
world,
there's
it
been
was a
situations
design.
where the blood wasn't pink, and it's also it's a deliberate
It
design
was a
choice.
design choice to make it look the way it did. I think the way Rantaro sort of ties into all this and everything about him is what's going to sort of bring about the ultimate conclusion that I can't really predict yet. Like Rantaro is like the missing link in this
is very
to tie everything
interesting.
together, like just everything about him. I mean, I could be wrong. I was sort of wrong about this one. I thought I knew where it was going at the single mission. I was pretty off base.
That's exciting for me.
It was
A
exciting.
Morgan
It was
prediction
great.
being
It was awesome. I thought I knew exactly like how it was gonna go out, and then I was
Yeah.
completely thrown off. It was great. It was so refreshing.
Finally, a challenge.
Yeah. It's interesting seeing everything for a second time and being able to like know what happens and
Yeah,
analyze everything. It's very cool.
yeah. I think of all the games, this one was like the one I think would be interesting to look back at and sort of figure out where things are lining up.
So
Yes.
I'm thinking about.
Things and stuff.
So do you guys think that Shuichi was right in? I guess he had no way of knowing that what he was doing was leading to.
If he would have
Kaito's
listened to
plan.
anything the Exisal said, he would have known, I think.
Yeah,
I think he was too distracted. Like, because the Exisal plainly said many times, this is my goal. And he was like, but this mini game. And
Yeah.
was like very much like trying to push the truth. And it's like,
I
you can
think-
think about that to yourself. You don't have to say these thoughts out loud.
And I mean, I
But you
think it
do
was
for
also
narrative
sort of
reasons.
taken in that direction because they do want to still like follow the Duncan on the conclusion to these trials. So it's like
Yeah.
that mini game, the execution scene, like, and if the game, because it was the 5th chapter going into the 6th chapter, I think they could have taken a direction where Shuichi made it so Monokuma was wrong, and they like did that all.
Yeah.
I think that is a direction they could have taken it. Obviously they chose not to. I think either way it could have been interesting if they had played it out right. I still think it was a little bit of a hasty conclusion the way they sort of reached that. And it's also hard because it's so split for it to really reach satisfying conclusion, I think, but ultimately I think Shuichi reached the decision he knew was right that he did because he had faith in his own work. And Monokuma also had faith in his work, which is why he had to sort of do that backtrack. He realized Monokuma had faith, like as much faith in his talent as he sort of grown to have that same faith in his own self.
Yeah.
Which he hasn't had the rest. Like it's a new sort of thing where because it's all so speculative, but now he's like, no, I know this is it. Like even though there's no concrete way of knowing for sure.
Mm-hmm. So ultimately the fact that he sought out the truth of the case led to the plan of making it so Monokuma couldn't continue the killing game failed. And
yeah,
it really just sucks for him that every single chapter, him
It's like
solving the case
solving-
and finding the
reaching the
truth
truth.
has made something bad happen.
Yeah. But I mean, I think there was a lot to be gained under sort of goal through solving this case and like finding the true masterminds and exposing them. It is interesting because we know Junko is now in some capacity alive, facilitating the killing game, I imagine.
Yeah.
And they confirmed that, which honestly, I really didn't think they were gonna go for Junko, like straight up Junko again. I did it at the beginning, and then I didn't, and now it is. So
Yeah, I was wrong about her being in the Axisol, but
yeah,
she is
I mean,
alive.
you said that, and I think it made sense to me, because there was definitely like stuff like when she like referenced like, "Oh, you guys are extras."
Yeah.
That felt like a Junko line.
There were a
'Cause
lot
she
of
felt-
lines that I felt like very Junko.
Yeah. And part of that makes me wonder if like Kokichi has any like if there's any connection there at that, or
I
don't
mean,
know. It's
do you
hard to
guys
say.
think he
It's
was
all-
really a remnant of despair, or was that just something he made up so that they would think he was the mastermind?
He never
I
said
think
that.
he was, because he didn't realize he was a remnant of despair. He and Kaido didn't know about that. That's what all of the remaining alive cast saw in the flashback light, was that I think I don't remember exactly what they saw, but I think it's what it led them to conclude Kokichi was a remnant of despair. I think what it was, if my memory serves me correctly, was that a remnant of despair infiltrated the school. And they assumed because Kokichi was a mastermind, that was Kokichi. But because Kaido and Kokichi didn't see that flashback light, they had no idea what this remnant of despair stuff was. Like, Maki was like interrogating Kokichi about that when she shot him first, and he was like, he didn't know what she was talking about at all. With the remnant of despair, like he wasn't just like lying there; he did not know. So he's not like doing this because he's a remnant of despair necessarily. Like this is his true self, and not like a despair self that was out with like Mikon.
Huh. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was an interesting trial. I liked it personally.
Yeah. I think, I mean, I like that my expectations were subverted, but it didn't feel cheap. I do still feel like it was a little rushed towards the end. I think there was more they could have fleshed out. But I do think they were also trying to go for a certain like conclusion that sort of made it so they had to rush those things. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's
think
interest-
it maybe could some parts of it could have used a little more room to breathe, but
Yeah.
I think that it's I appreciate that they acknowledged a lot of the holes in it, and that like in the end it was mostly just speculation, and
yeah,
there's a lot of factors involved in it that
yeah,
made it sort of impossible to know what was really happening.
yeah. I think there's a lot of ways you could read into it that were very open-ended, and I can't really say for sure without seeing the next chapter whether that was intentionally left open-ended or not, or if it was just sort of something that got left out in the process. But because I mean, I think they have a full trial, but then they're like, we gotta edit this down because that's how the writing process works.
Yeah.
And I think they might have. I don't know. I can't give a definitive judgment for sure without having the finishing the game really. So
It was pretty bold of Shuichi to try to flip his entire argument on its head in the last minute.
yeah, that seems. I don't know why he thought that would work. I mean, I think that was just.
I think it was a desperate attempt to fix his error once he realized that.
Yeah.
What Kaito was actually trying to do.
Yeah, I think. it's one of those things where you want to have the structure of the trial and the execution, and they wanted to have the reveal with like Kaito coming out and being like, "No, I'll take this one," versus like what would have necessarily been the smartest decision for like how Shuki's character would have actually acted and like what. I think they were juggling multiple things they wanted to accomplish that, and didn't necessarily juggle them as effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was like bad, but I think it wasn't as solid. Like I think Nagito's trial felt more like you saw it and you're like, damn, that's like they did it well.
Yeah.
In terms of like it being a trial that feels satisfying. But I mean also it's like it being unsatisfying is also part of it. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point.
No, I get it.
Guys, the air outside sucks right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Apparently the AQI is 92.
Why is that?
I don't know what that means, but
I also don't know what that means.
I mean, because it's the air is like really hazardous in the Pacific Northwest and stuff in the West, and it's definitely in Minnesota. I don't know about the rest of the Midwest, but the
but
northern.
it kind of sucks right now. You go outside and it's like.
And there was that one. It was hazy. Like
I
straight
took
up
a
for
walk
2
earlier
days.
and it was like. It smelled like smoke.
Yeah. That's a good question. Are we gonna do
Oh, we did the
post
post game
game?
after 6. I mean, I'll probably take a look at it. I don't know if I'll do like a full playthrough of it, but I think I'll definitely check it out.
There's some things I think
depending on
I
how
wanna check
substantial it
out.
is.
Is there like a post game, or is it just like do like the Love Hotel or like conversations you missed?
There's like like this board game mode that has pretty
Oh, so
substantial.
oh, that one that they're gonna go
Yeah.
into more with the.
I think
support?
it has like a lot of interactions between characters that people like a lot. So that might be worth looking at. What is I gonna say though? Yeah, in terms of where we're going from here, so I guess that guy was watching, might have been watching the Killing Game on his phone,
Maybe.
but he was awfully happy about it.
Yeah, that's really happy someone watch.
You know what would have been the funniest thing is
Huh.
if he was watching Sayaka, and he was like, "I also want to be an idol."
What was he watching? According to
Sayaka.
Morgan?
Sayaka.
From
I'm
the
so
from the first
A
game.
character from the first game.
She was
She
an
was
idol.
she was
That's
like
an
the ultimate
idol.
idol.
Oh, well, I
And then
don't
she
know about the first,
yeah.
so.
I
into a
in
lovely
between this
picture.
break, I decided I needed to know about the first game.
Did you
It's
like
just
go
really
through all the trials in it?
I briefly skimmed through the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that one on my own before I decided one day to randomly boot up Danganronpa 2 in front of you guys.
Yeah,
A fateful decision.
it was. It
I
really
remember the
was.
day you asked me if it was worth playing.
Really? Did I?
You asked me if one of the games was worth playing. And I'm like,
Ah.
I think it's good. Ibuki's in it.
I think I
remember,
told you like all my thoughts about 1 after I finished it.
I remember that because before we even saw you boot up 2, we were sitting in the hallway and you were telling us about 1, like you had just finished it or something. I know I was there, you were there, Janae was there, I think Megan was there.
Ah.
I distinctly remember this because of the butter.
The butter. That was so,
My
that's
gosh.
so stupid.
I still had to look up the science on turning a human into butter.
Yeah.
It is unrealistic.
I legitimately really like chapter 5 and 1. I think it's really solid.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's kind of similar to 2 and 3's number 1 in that it's like a crime that doesn't make any sense. But the way it ends is pretty crazy because it's like Kyoko, Makoto realizes that Kyoko is lying to everyone, but he can't figure out why, and so you have to you choose to either blindly trust Kyoko or reveal that she's lying and get her killed. And in order to get the real ending, you have to trust her, and what that means is that Makoto gets executed, but doesn't because, well, he's lucky. But it's really cool because it's sort of like, it's like,
He's
what's
lucky,
happening?
air
Like,
quotes.
how can this happen? And it sort of feels like the whole killing game is like falling apart, which I think builds really nicely to the plot reveals in chapter 6.
I'm excited because it seems like the cast of this one is going to be a lot more involved than. And 2 was pretty much just a one-man show.
Yeah, 2's Survivor cast was not super strong outside of Fujihiko.
I mean, Fujihiko wasn't really strong in the final chapter.
Yeah, but he was. I liked his presence.
He was a good presence, but it didn't feel like last chapter. It didn't feel like anyone besides Hajime was contributing anything at all. Like they were just kind of there.
I mean,
Like,
I
it
think
felt like-
Chiaki contributed more, and she was dead at that point.
Oh yes.
I am confident that things are gonna be pretty crazy. I think I know a few things for chapter 6 reveals, but we'll see how much that I thought I knew that is actually true, and how much was not true, and weird fake comments I read online.
Why are you reading stuff?
This was a while ago.
I still can't believe Kipo Zahoge was the only thing holding him. That is the funniest goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Come out of this series.
That's really funny. I don't know.
Is
Well,
it full moon out tonight?
I don't know. I can't see it.
I can see like part of it through the trees, but I can't tell.
I can check real quick.
But yeah, I don't know. I've heard the ending is divisive, so we'll see, I guess.
Oh, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know either.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I'm just before. I'm like halfway through chapter 6.
Oh.
And I've been that way for like. I'm at the trial.
Well,
of
you'll
chapter 6.
get to do it with us then.
Or just before us.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna end up playing the trial because I don't actually really like the class trials at all. So
No, the full moon was Friday.
it was Friday.
Yeah, so it's
So
pretty
this
cool.
is what a fucking waning gibbous. What is it called?
Something like that. I don't know.
I think it's a waning gibbous.
That sounds fake.
Because the gibbous is the big one, and waning
No,
is
these
going
are
away.
I know these are actual terms. I don't know what they mean. Because I was
I
never the kid
guarantee you it's a
obsessed with
waning
werewolves.
gibbous right now.
We will
Waning
see what
gibbous.
happens.
It starts right
Alrighty.
after the full moon and lasts until the third quarter. I told you
Yep,
it's a
it's a
fucking
waning
gibbous.
gibbous. He is correct. Oh, wow.
Wow.
We don't full chapter.
We'll have to do a tier list of cases once we're done.
Yeah. We will. Just for this game or like?
Oh, I mean, we could do them for 2 and 3, considering those are the ones we did
Alrighty.
together.
Sounds good.
I'm working on my tier list of accuracy.
Janae's pulling it out. Janae, do you have that document still? You should do a clear list of theories people thought up.
Yeah. A tier list of the best and worst theories.
Yes.
Well,
Everyone say
for
Sven at the same
correctness,
time when he puts his headphones on.
anything you said.
I want you to. No, I'm still mad about that.
Ready? Sven.
Then.
Eh,
Damn, not everyone said it at the same time.
What? Sven!
Yeah?
eh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Sven.
Hi.
Alrighty.
Hi.
Well, I'm gonna head out soon as.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for us today.
Did
Stream.
y'all
Thanks
really
for
talk
tuning in.
long enough for me to make an entire meal?
We did.
Tune in next time.
Tune in next time. Are we
What
going
is this-
tomorrow?
What is this epic?
I don't know. We can discuss in the chat. We'll figure it out.
Well, make sure you're
We will
available,
return.
Darren.
Well,
Chips. Queso. Queso.
Okay, buddy. All right, that's it,
Queso?
stream. Thanks for
Breakfast
watching. We'll be
queso?
back either
No,
tomorrow
it's
or
too
another
chip.
day. So
Just
hit
remember
that
stream,
follow button
Kate-
and you'll get notified.
Remember queso.
Remember
stream,
queso. Yeah. I'm gonna go take this thing out of my nose because I look like an idiot. Bye, stream.
Cheese.